And we are live on the air.
You have to give me your URL.
That's the next step. Well, it's gotta actually go live on my end, and then I can throw you a URL. That's the trick of it. It's in the race.
Like that's it links to a post on OBS's actual website, and it's like the most unhelpful post ever.
I have to get up and go and grab a Let's Drinking Time.
Yeah. You gonna do beef fizz?
Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? Yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna do. I'm off in the cave. Disappearing out in the cave.
Okay, so OBS scans memory while in game, and some whatever anti-cheat software is, some anti-cheat software doesn't like that it scans memory.
Yeah,
So
it might not want you to be thinking you're an aimbot or something.
Right. So like which I guess that's stuff like, I mean, because this is on a Counter-Strike global offensive. So Counter-Strike Go. So I guess it's to prevent bots and stuff like shooters. So what that does is when you do the compatibility hook, it makes it easier. It fixes the thing where anti-cheats don't like it. So it'll keep it from, if they're using the software, it'll keep it from picking up Streamlabs. Is what it sounds like. So basically nothing I care about or ever really need to know about, but now I've learned it.
Right, and that was the other very important thing that I was going to do, and then I saw that people were already getting in chat, so I didn't do it. I am a brilliant man. Where am I going here?
What'd you forget now?
A sticky note that I need to open. That I already didn't open. Can I minimize you? No? Just have to close you then, eh? Damn. Oops, and they're gone already. Do.
Got mine up.
Do.
I'm
I just
seeing
leave those flags up.
I guess Coke is advertising on Twitch now.
Is it?
What up, yo?
Hey, speaking of Coke, there's the Georgia Shill.
That timing.
I know.
It is just funny you would pop in right as he was talking about that.
My Georgia sense was tingling.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's either talking about the Braves, the Bulldogs, or Coke.
Coke, and you will summon McLean.
Same thing with Polar Seltzer and Dan, so.
Where my Streamlabs at?
Hiding from you. I have too many cords.
They were literally hiding behind a window.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Final Fantasy 4 party playthrough.
I am looking live. Go ahead and get us a link set up in here. Gotta have all caps. I don't even remember where I stopped at. I think I just became Paladin.
Yeah, I stopped in Mysidia after getting back from the Paladin journey.
I just got Rydia when I stopped.
So you're going to finish the game tonight, is what I'm
gonna
hearing.
call this.
I doubt it.
I'm gonna call this fun play.
Is that a technical term?
No, I just don't know what else to call it, and I don't remember what I called it last time. So that's what I put it on my
Stopped
stream.
in
That's what I'm going with.
We're calling
Stop
a
the
party.
barren
for Saturday.
waterway.
Oh, it's that's racing.
Twitch.tv/Bob the Elder. Or no, it's racing time, duh.
I don't have to touch McLean's. Are we not having a red tonight? Or who was our
He can't run on Wednesdays.
who was our sixth one?
Raz
Raz.
Raz can't make it.
He didn't stream last time either. On Wednesday.
Yeah, he did. He just ended up getting in late. We went with 5, and then you added him.
Oh.
Treble.
Oh, trouble. Yeah, we're not gonna have any trouble tonight. That's fine. I know we're not gonna have any trouble tonight because he was talking about being tired.
I'm pretty tired too, but I needed to relax, so I figured this will be.
What was your intro with treble? Something about you
If you're
gotta
gonna
have
stream,
treble.
well,
The
if you're going to
the-
stream in Texas, you got to have a treble in the game.
I thought it was something
Okay, I
about the
guess-
trouble with trebles.
I guess we can't stream in Texas then.
Well, nobody else here is in Texas, are they?
Theoretically speaking.
There we go. I'm loading so I can listen to the Mysidia. Mysidia? Mysidia? I don't actually know how to pronounce it.
I always say
I say
I've always said Mysidia.
Always say like my Cydia. Not your Cydia, it's my Cydia.
I'm pretty sure as a kid I pronounced it very like phonetic, like Mysidia.
Well, I've always did it Mysidia because it looks like the same root word as mystery.
I could see that logic.
So it's
Okay.
like mystic, mysticia, mystica, Mysidia.
Oh, I said Mysidia.
You gotta remember how to play this game. I finished 3 the other night, and I've been playing 2 because I hate myself apparently. I actually don't mind 2, but
I just started up 1 with the best party.
solo black belt.
No. Let's see. I have a.
It was
Fighter,
Scoob and
black
the gang.
mage, fighter, black mage, white mage or red mage.
Fighter, black belt, black mage, white mage of Fred, Shaggy, Hubert Dew, and Velma.
That's
Uber
great.
doo.
I'm very amused that Hubert has become a meme amongst the brick chat people. I also had a black mage named Hubert in my Final Fantasy 1 run, and then in Final Fantasy 3, what did Hubert end up as? I think he was my sage at the end.
So I'm not ever in that one. Where did Hubert of all things come from? Is it some Suikoden 3 reference? Or
No,
Suikoden
it's
2 with
One of the
Hubert?
randomly generated names.
Yeah, so Dawn of Souls and some other re-releases have had
Uh-huh.
really interesting like names that you could select from.
Yeah.
But
They
for
were all
whatever
named
reason,
characters that existed in other Final Fantasy games.
right, they were almost all like ancillary characters, like smaller characters. But there's just this weird garbage list that they're using for this one. And you can apparently go in and edit it, but Hubert is one that for some reason like cracked us up, and we were like, all right, so Hubert became I think it was his black mage, and then he ran a solo, he did some solo run, and he had Hubert and Dead Hubert, or something like that.
Hubert and dead Hubert.
I believe it was not Hubert, and then a bunch of
Oh, what's his-
Huberts who were dead.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. But anyways, Hubert just became randomly, like, everyone just liked the name Hubert. It was just the most absurd name in a list of absurd names, so.
It was like the unfortunate tale of Robert Alm, that kind of deal.
Yeah,
But
something
Hubert
like
is
that.
also just a really good, like, black mage name. Like, it's fitting. It feels
Well,
right.
It sounded. I mean, I figured it was a Suikoden reference because of Hubert, who is kind of like a demon black mage in that one. But he's like a black. He's a dark knight. That's what Hubert is. He's a dark knight that has that does magic.
Well, at any rate, it was And I'm upset that they're not using the Final Fantasy 1 Dawn of Souls list, because it was actually a pretty good list. Like they all had I think every job
One of the
has
names
its
for warrior was Giot.
well, like literally every class has a different pool of names, and there's a reason behind them, and they're really interesting. Let me see if I can pull one up real quick. Dawn of Souls character names. Here we go. Here's the game facts. It has literally all of the Dawn of Souls references.
Anyway, I have hit the button.
Oh, okay.
The button's been
Link
hit.
right here. This party I'm currently with is basically a four-party D&D one. It's two sorcerers, a wizard, and their meat shield, and their pet meat shield as a paladin. Their pet paladin meat shield.
I think I'm going to do a yin and yang run next time I just get the itch to play Final Fantasy 1 and do 2 white mages and 2 black mages. Because I feel
I did that a while back.
well, I feel like this version of Final Fantasy maybe is one of the easier versions. Maybe not as easy as Dawn of Souls if you go get a bunch of the in-game equipment.
All of these ones are easy versions.
They're all easy. Apparently, you level quicker in this version of Final Fantasy 4.
Doesn't I have a feeling that what happens is they balance the experience curve against people running from fights a lot.
Maybe.
I don't know. I haven't ran from a single fight this whole time, so.
Well, since like, yeah, I don't generally run from fights until maybe the moon, and then
Yeah.
just because some of those are super fucking
Really
annoying.
annoying.
Well, you have to when you have to go into Zeramus because you have the evil masks and the red dragons and
Yeah,
the evil masks alone. Like the red dragons you can kill, but there's no point because you're fighting Zeramus. And
Right,
the
yeah.
evil masks are just there's no reason to ever fight one of those.
I mean, just to get one on your bestiary, I guess, is about it. So
I suppose.
wanna
but
get
that-
the,
but if you play in vanilla, you don't have
I want
one.
to get
so-
glass mask.
I've never gotten one of those in all the years
Which
I've
is
run.
worthless against Zeromus.
Right.
That's because you run away from the evil masks.
No, I killed plenty of them as a kid.
Oh, I've killed him as a kid too, and never gotten a glass one. I didn't know the glass helmet existed until I played.
They're the ones that drop it.
Well,
Okay.
did they drop it in the Final Fantasy 2 version?
Yes, I remember reading about rare drops in Nintendo Power.
Are they
Okay.
another 1 in 1,000 drop?
Probably. That like crystal rings, Zeus gauntlets.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't know any of that existed until I watched a Red Bricks original screenshot LP, and B, I started playing randomizer.
I didn't know it was 1 in 1,000. I thought it was 1 in 256 like it is on the DS version.
Nah, Treble
that
said it was
was
1 in
miserable.
1,000. Treble said they're 1 in 1,000 for all the rare drops.
Huh.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo drop table is something crazy. Like, okay, it's got X number of % of a chance to drop an item, and then once it decides it's going to drop an item, you've got another even smaller fraction of a % that you can get the rare drop.
Right.
Yeah,
because
Treble says those drops are not 1 in 256. Just an FYI, they are 1 in 1,000. 5% chance to even get a drip, and then 2% chance to get the rare
The
drop.
reason why people keep thinking about 1/256 is because they usually think of it in the context of the pink tail, because each monster gives you an opportunity for a drop, so it gets divided by 4.
Right.
Well, on
Oh.
the DS version, all those drops are 1 in 256.
Yeah, the DS version is completely different.
And that's where I got it from. So I assumed it was the same rates. Because that's
But
pretty
naturals.
fucking miserable.
Right.
Doesn't the DS version have multiple tails, or am I thinking of something else?
Yes.
Or am I thinking of the
There's-
Eldana Soul? Or
That's the one that's
There's
got all the
the
crazy
pink
different
tail,
tails, right?
And then it's got a bunch of different tails for onion gear, which is kind of pointless because it all sucks.
what the fuck? Did I not post a thing?
Right. Since this is not a race, I actually am going to pull up the Let's Racing Time Twitch chat and pop that out. Where are we here?
Yeah. See, those are that kind of stuff I'm not willing to do. Now, I won't lie and say I haven't farmed up a Turnasol and other horrible things in Final Fantasy 12 and other games like that, but I've spent more time than I care to admit farming the Sword of Kings in Earthbound.
I will say the best place to farm up Goblin and Cockatrice is right outside Baron.
Yeah, if I get Goblin, it was usually like Kane and Cecil will get it, like on the way to the Mist Cave. That's the only time I think I've ever gotten Goblin to drop for some reason. Oops, I closed my...
I think there's only 3 enemies that appear in the desert right outside Baron. And one of them's Goblin, and one of them's the Helldiver. The other one's the Float Eye.
All right, everybody got their drinks and stuff?
Yep.
This big old fat pot still thing is sitting here waiting to be poured. So
Let's get on with it then. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Let's Racing Time. We're here on a Wednesday afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. And we're here doing a party percent. We're continuing some playthroughs of Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster. I am your host, Kefka Floyd. Lord Enigma is here, which means I timed our start perfectly. This stream is brought to you by the Delishing Refreshes Taste, or excuse me, the Delishingly Refreshes Taste of Worcester's own Polar Seltzer. Since Raz can't be here tonight, I am drinking raspberry lime to give us some extra Raz. It's a good flavor. I noticed that someone who is not in stream today managed to procure some Polar Seltzer, Red Silvers. We'll have to see what his opinion is. He got a good flavor. He got orange vanilla. So I think it'll be a good first impression for him. But let's go around the horn. So starting in our upper central square, we've got the man that Molly Hatchet says shouldn't play this game too long. He's the whiskey man, Mr. Bob the Elder.
thank you, Dan. I am indeed your favorite whiskey drinking southern friend, Bob the Elder, the one with a charming accent. I have Chunksy the dog here, as always, in her custom spot. And we have my unsweet teas, a palate cleanser. Tonight I'm going to do a bottle pop. I've been staring at this for over a year, so I figure it's finally time to open it and try it, as I've had other Willet stuff. This is Willet Single Pot Still. It's their primary expression, with the Willet Distillery being, where is it? I can see it right here, out of bottled in Kentucky. I want to think Willet's in Louisville, but I can't remember, and it's not saying on the bottle. So I don't know what good I am. But this one is in the shape of a copper pot still, and it is distilled in copper pot stills. This one is 94. It's all small batch. And this one is made Bardstown. Willet's in Bardstown. There it is. Okay. And it is 94 proof. I've never tried it. I'm really fond. Well, it's an understatement to say that I'm really fond of the 4-year rye. It's the best whiskey I've ever drank. This has a little Willet medallion on the front of it, and apparently there's 2 kinds of this. There's a silver and a gold. This one's the gold. Fortunately, I'm a loser and don't know the difference between the two, but I need to learn that. So let's see if we can get a pop. Oh, no pop. It went that time, but it just opened. All right, let's see how this goes. It's a little awkward to pour. Okay. This one's about $70 in Alabama. Not terribly. I've seen it 68 out of town, but aged somewhat because it's kind of browner color. Nose is very sweet. No ethanol on it at all. Almost like a berry kind of thing to the nose. All right. Well, before I try it, this anybody else, you got to go ahead and raise. This one is unfortunately to Norm Macdonald, who passed away this week. One of the greatest comedians in history.
Norm.
And to Norm.
To Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson.
Sure, give me swords.
That I've heard mixed about it, but I really like that. It's got a real sweet front and a spicy finish to it. I bet this is a high rye content because it's got a real spice, like almost a. Ooh, yeah, it's got cinnamon in the aftertaste. Ooh, yeah, there's cinnamon in the finish.
Probably like that.
Yeah, not like a long one, but you can feel it on like the top of the tongue. This is good. All right, Slancha.
Cheers.
Wonderful. All right, next in the upper right-hand corner. They may call Alabama the Crimson Tide, but we call him Deacon Blues. He's our good friend Blaumager.
Hey y'all, Cloudmager here. Tonight I am just drinking some more mango Pepsi because it is delicious.
Is it also delishingly refreshes?
It is both delishingly refreshes and ice cold.
Wonderful. I tried looking for some at the store. They did not have any. I fear I may have to venture to a Target or a Walmart or something, maybe even a 7-Eleven to try to discover some.
Yeah, I found it at a gas station.
Yeah, that's a good idea. When I go out thrifting this Saturday, stop at a gas station or something. Maybe I can pick some up. Next, in the lower right-hand corner, he's the man from Canada who says, "Take off to the Great White North." He's not a buttface.
Actually, Dan, it's you who says that every week. I don't think I've ever said that. Hello, folks. It's me from up here. Tonight I'm drinking a, let's see, where is this? A gin and cucumber Caesar.
Okay, that's
You have
left
to
field.
explain that one to me.
Yeah.
I just like gin in my Caesars. That's about it.
I don't know what a Caesar is. I've never heard of that.
It's like a Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's just a new one on me. I've never heard of that one. I drank a sidecar last night. That was pretty good.
Nice. Normally I'll mix my own, but this time I got like a pre-canned thing. So they're all right.
That you use Clamato to make it a Caesar.
Yeah, you use Clamato. I'm not a big fan of using Clamato. I'll usually just do like a tomato juice or V8 or something.
Do y'all do red beer then?
Not familiar.
I know it's a Washington thing. It's tomato juice and beer or tomato and beer.
Ooh, no, I have never
And-
had that. Ugh.
Yeah, it's apparently you want like a really skunky beer with it too. But yeah, it's a huge Pacific Northwest thing. Like
Yeah, I'm
Washington
gonna
beer.
put a kibosh on that one. No.
Yeah, I think it's one of the nastiest things I've ever heard of. But I got a friend from Washington State, other than Raz, and she talks about how much she misses it. That was one of her favorite things to drink.
All right. And last but not least, he is the man who was left behind when the great city of Atlanta sank into the ocean. He was left behind by Ted Turner, the man who invented Coca-Cola, the magician, and the other greats of our time. He is McLean.
Good evening, folks. I'm glad that you finally reversed your order because you kept saying the magician, and then you would say Ted Turner, and it always sounded like you were saying the magician, comma Ted
Comma
Turner.
Ted
And
Turner.
it
Yeah.
made me laugh literally every single time, but I didn't want to point it out because it was so amusing to me. Good evening, folks. I'm McLean. Hope everyone's having a pleasant one this evening. I'm just having a ginger and bourbon. I got some Old Forester and some Canadian Dry, so we're having a little
Canadian dry.
Canadian Dry. I like my Canadians, like I like my deserts. I don't know where I'm
Don't you
going with
mean
this.
Canada
Arid?
dry cranberry ginger ale's not too sweet?
Did you
can
hear
I be-
recently they got in trouble for claiming it's ginger ale? Because there is no actual traces of real ginger in it.
Wait,
Really?
really?
Yep, that's a recent lawsuit.
Is that how
Huh.
it was? It was Velveeta or one of them had to quit calling themselves cheese because there wasn't enough actual cheese in it.
My
Similar
ingredient
kind of
says
thing.
Ginger extract is the first thing past water on this.
Yes, but it's apparently there is not actual ginger in it.
It's not enough to qualify as ginger. It's got to have there's a threshold for those things.
Okay.
Google is my friend. I can find this.
Now let's
One of the
get
most
started.
frivolous lawsuits I've ever heard of.
I mean, well, there's standards for things. It's like
Well, it's
you can't
not
call
really a
something
lawsuit,
chocolate
yeah.
if it doesn't
But-
have enough cocoa in it. So that's why you
Yeah.
get stuff like chocolate tea.
It,
I mean, yeah, it's national standards.
it
That's the
tastes
thing
like
with
ginger ale, though.
yeah, that's the thing with
It
like
does.
Velveeta. Like they couldn't technically call it cheese because it was. I think it's Velveeta. I may be wrong on that. I apologize to Velveeta if I am. But it's one of those brand name cheese. Plastic sliced cheeses.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I-
Canada Dry Ginger Ale has alleged to pay more than $2 million to settle a class action lawsuit against a BC man who has alleged that there is not actual ginger in their soda.
Okay.
I mean, maybe
Aren't
they
you
have
British
standards
Columbia?
for that.
Sorry, not 2,200,000. Extra zero there that I just didn't read.
I mean, aren't you BC? You're not the one that sued.
I did not sue. I will claim to not be this man.
Well, I will accept that. All right. So everybody, I mean, everybody's at their load-in screens or whatever. Let's just go ahead and get rolling. No 3, 2, 1s here. I'm just hitting the button. A timer is going,
All right.
even though we're not racing.
Just so we
I'm
know how
gonna
long
start
we've been
using
going.
this data. Now
right.
loading.
I can
Now
finally
loading.
I can get into Snake Road finally.
As I say, Budface, you're not even Great White North, right? You're like the mildly temperate North, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm basically well, okay, one, I'm on an island off of the island. And two,
An island off the bigger island, the smaller island off the bigger island.
yes, and two, no. I used to be down in Victoria, so I was basically already in Washington, as it were.
Gotcha.
That's one of the favorite maps that I have is if you look at a population graph of like where the majority of Canadian citizens live, we are majoritively below the borderline.
Makes sense.
Oh wait, I can't go into Baron Castle.
It's kind of like how Maine's further north than like I think the furthest north part's actually. Isn't Maine? Doesn't Maine technically have the furthest northern part of the continental United States?
Probably.
It's actually north of Minnesota. Because like Upper Maine is just literally unlivable pine forest, primeval pine forest.
Well, I know what he's talking about though, because I saw TikTok or something on it where it was like showing how if you draw a line from the northernmost part of Maine, like something like 90% of Canadians live south of that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's you don't think about it that way, but it's totally the truth.
I have to try to kick Kane's ass now, or not Kane.
Yang.
Yang. To kick Yang's
this
ass.
diagonal is weird.
Yeah, I'm heading down the mountain and then heading over there, apparently.
I think my favorite food that's not food lawsuit is still Subway not legally being bread.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
along
That's a
the
double one,
same
too.
line.
Yeah.
It's technically a cake.
Is it really?
Well, yeah, it's got such high sugar content.
Like even the wheat bread, even their wheat bread, quote unquote. That sword,
Yeah.
where did you obtain it? It was given to me on the mountain's peak.
Well, he really doesn't like getting hit by bio.
Didn't Subway
Oh,
get
what's the
hit
list?
recently? It was something about their tuna not being tuned.
Yeah,
Starchips
that's
or
that's
something?
another one.
That's another sub. But I thought they. Oh.
Sorry, Charlie. You're not tuna.
I mean, a lot of tuna's not tuna if you think about it.
Well, there's albacore, there's ahi. I mean, the tuna in a can's all albacore.
What I'm saying is, like, if you get chunk light, that's tuna mixed in with other types of.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, potted meat, basically. But
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with potted meat.
are you really okay with potted meat?
Oh man, I worked in a grocery store when I was a broke like teenager, and so for lunch I would often just grab a croissant or roll or something from the bakery and a can of meat, and just eat my disgusting sad hobo lunch in the break room.
Look, there's
So for
nothing
you,
there's
like,
nothing wrong with
so
a can
you-
of Spam. It's fine.
What, Spam was too fancy for you? Is that it?
Well, I mean, Spam is gross when it's cold. Let's be real.
Nah,
But
you
you could
mix
argue
that
it's kinda
stuff
gross
up with like
period, but,
some
yeah.
relish and mayonnaise, and you make like a spread out of it. It's fine.
Where am I going to get relish and mayonnaise when I'm on break? Also, I hate relish. What are you talking about?
Well, you need a
Relish
little
is
bit of
good on
something to
certain
cut
things.
through it.
I generally don't like relish, but there are a very small few things that's actually not terrible.
But no, I would get like, you know, those little. I didn't want to get like a big can, but one of those little small cans of like, you know, turkey or what, the honey ham, the little deviled ham things. I don't know. I'm not proud of it.
Hey, it gets the job done.
Also, occasionally would just buy like one of those meal supplement shakes and just drink that.
I literally had to do that.
Take all those with me. Stubborn as a mule, I see. Yeah, that's Stella. I would point out, like, you do know that potted meat is a thing by itself, right? It's an actual thing called potted meat that's like even a step below just meat in a can.
I mean, sure.
Like, I mean, you've seen Sling Blade, right?
No, actually, I have not seen Sunblade.
Oh my god! Really?
I know. You got to remember, I lived like in second shift for most of my adult life and just skipped
Right.
so many TV shows and movies because I was like, I ain't time for that shit. I work from 4 to midnight. One of my brain worked on a different time zone.
Oh no, believe me, I've done second shift too. When you do second shift, the only people you know work second shift.
Mm-hmm.
The only people you hang out with work second shift, and you have no life. So,
I mean, there's a reason, like, you know, there's a reason why so many people who work in newspapers marry people who work in newspapers, because they're
Right.
like, it's like being in high school. They're the only people you see.
yeah, a buddy of mine did it all through high school as part time, and like he worked the weirdest hybrid second, third shift thing you could ever imagine because they had to get the paper out every day.
Yes, I know.
He'd go to school, go home, go to bed, then get up and go to work, and then go straight from work to school, so more or less. Tower of Worship. I like them French fried taters. Got any biscuits? Some mustard.
So no, I was told that overnights were going to be having food left out from the canteen on Monday. That it just started back up again at our workplace, and then they just didn't leave any food for the overnights.
Aw.
Because I'm the only overnight, and this is a place that regularly forgets I exist and deletes all of my permissions. Because I never see
Oh,
anyone.
Yeah, that's not uncommon.
No, it really isn't, and that's a crying shame.
Look, I work in a field that everything is permissions, and there's millions of them, and yeah, like all these things, like I log in. There's things I log into maybe twice a year, but those 2 times I do is absolutely vital. I have them, and they're just like, you haven't logged into this in half a year. We're gonna get rid of it completely and remove your permissions. I'm like, but I have to do my job.
The thing,
So,
I need it.
I have also just brought like meal replacement shake stuff and just keep it in a cupboard there because it's
Man,
easy
You
it's
know,
easy
just
to
get
fill.
emergency
Ass.
food.
It's not a bad way to do it. Yeah.
And so I guess that night I was just like, well, I didn't bring lunch and I thought I would have lunch, so I'm just going to drink like 3 of these.
Ugh.
The Devil's Road is like a warp in space and time. Supposedly, one must sacrifice significant vitality to cross it.
Or it's just a thing that happens.
I also like how Tella says, "I'll tell you know like when the 5-year-olds are gonna go to war with us, Tella's like, I'll watch over them, old friend. Like, dude, like the way this game plays, I just met you like an hour ago. So again, there's clearly significant time span between all of this. Like, who knows how long Cecil was in the water for? You know,
He's just floating on floats and for-
the discussion on like how long time passes is like the discussion on Groundhog Day and just how long that because I'm sure you've seen the website that calculates like each skill that he masters.
I have
and
not
how
seen that
long on
website.
average it. Oh yeah, there's totally one. There's a website that went into detail with each skill. Like he learns to speak French, he learns to play piano at a master level, he learns to carve chainsaws, do chainsaw carvings with ice. and it goes in the amount of hours it takes a person to master a skill, and tries to use that to calculate just how many times he repeated the day, and the number's obscene.
Well, I heard the screenwriter like quote saying that he's been stuck in that for 10,000 years or something.
Yeah. Like, it's just the level, the amount of, I mean, but it goes to an insane amount of, like, just the amount of stuff that the amount of stuff that he exhibits a
competency
he
for.
exhibits a proficiency in is absurd. Like, it's like the amount of time it would take to do it. Yeah, it's like, I think the website calculated like, I may be talking about my butt here, but I think it was like 5,000 years, something like that.
It was significant because I've seen either that or something very similar to that before. Groundhog's Day is one of my favorite movies. I mean,
It's one of the best movies ever made to me.
I love Bill Murray just
I
in
do
general.
too.
I think that is his best movie.
That I have to argue. I mean, that one I'd have to really think about because, like, to me, I'd put Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou high on that list. Not to mention Lost in. I'm a huge fan of Lost in Translation.
I love Lost in Translation too, and I think it has a lot to do with the period of my life I was in when I read it. When I saw it.
Me too.
It resonated with me quite a bit.
Yeah, because I watched it later as a much older adult, and it didn't have the same. I still really enjoyed it, but it didn't have the same resonance.
There are definitely things that you should watch or read at certain points in your life. And like, you should read Catcher in the Rye as a teenager. Like, it just doesn't feel the same to read it later. Well,
See,
I
have weird things with Catcher in the Rye because like I have friends that literally think it is the greatest thing ever written. And then I have, like, to me, like, I have much
Caulfield's
more
a little shit.
Yeah, he is.
He
I think
is.
he's just a rich, entitled douchebag.
He is, but you don't get that as much when you read it as a kid. Is all I'm saying.
Right. But I also read it in my early to mid 20s, and that was a little different. And like, I'd had it hyped up so much, and like, I admit, when I read it, like, to me, the whole thing is basically a fever dream. Like, I read it. I couldn't sleep one night, and I went upstairs in the house I was in at the time, and I went upstairs to read it, and I started reading it, and I got hooked on it and finished the whole thing in like 3 hours. Like,
wow.
I just read the entire thing just like as fast as I could, and but it felt like a fever dream reading it, and I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be because the whole thing is. It's his people, I think, mischaracterize it because the whole thing is it's like his descent into he's losing his mind over the course of a weekend. Holden Caulfield.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he's having. Yeah.
He's losing his mind over the course of a weekend, and that it's his kind of descent into madness, so to speak. And so the whole thing just keeps spiraling more and more out of control, and that's how it's supposed to be read. I really think that's how Salinger. I suspect that's how he wrote it, and I suspect that's how he intended to be read. Kind of like if you see an authentic version of On the Road by Kerouac, it's almost unreadable because the way he wrote the manuscript and the real authentic versions published basically the manuscript entirely. There's no breaks. It's just wall-to-wall text. Is all it is. It's absurd. Like, he wrote it, and he wrote it that way on purpose because it was just like it was through this whole course of this crazy journey he was taking.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's value in reading it that way because that's the way it was intended to read. Is this a scripted battle? Because I've done like 8,000
So
damage.
here's one weird thing that happened.
You talking about Yang?
Yeah.
There is a script he has to go through before he finishes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here then, because I've done like 7,000 damage at this point.
So here's a weird thing that happened. So I'm in the Tower of Babel, and you know how they have the alerts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was fighting the alerts, and it just so happened that it ended a battle without me actually killing the alert.
Okay.
Interesting.
So what happened was like it kept summoning. The way the turns were going were that the weak characters were attacking the alert. It kept summoning the flame dogs, and like Cecil kept killing the flame dogs. And then I killed the flame dog, and then the battle was just like, oh, I'm over. I'm done.
Weird.
Yes, it was very weird.
That is unusual.
The alert was still on the screen.
How the hell are you in Babel already?
I'm running from everything.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. Yeah, I just had to wait him out.
Yeah, if you go back and watch that in the VOD, you'll see it.
Got my auto battle set up for the next, I don't know how long. Oh, so yeah, Cecil's doing shit damage. I need it. I need that patch.
Yeah, he was only doing like 100 and something damage for me, but I mean, it was against Yang. He was doing more than that against the guards.
I don't know how
I
this.
haven't changed his equipment, so it can't be the bug.
I don't actually know how this bug works.
It's
Well,
supposed
actually,
to-
his.
supposedly when you equip stuff.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what that means. So his attack right now is 2 times 46, which seems low.
No, I think that's probably right. Like it's just the the bug does is like it ignores the multiplier.
Oh.
So his attacks is 46 times 2. So he does like 2 attacks and has that attack for both of them. Like his is fairly low right when you get them.
All
I
right,
guess I haven't
Yang
really
back.
leveled up that much. Because Yang is
Yang's
4
Punch
times
Man, though.
49. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yang is Punch Man.
I thought Yang was Kickman.
Well, he does kicks, but he punches as his main attack. His kick is a
Ooh,
special
these things
attack.
get healed by.
That he can't kick while he's floating.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently he can't, I don't know, push off or something.
Interesting.
Can't do a flying bicycle kick. Yang does not know the secret of the Wuhan wire work.
Mm-mm. Crap, I can't think of what that was called. The Wuxia or whatever. What was it? It's like WUXIA or whatever the house.
I
that
do
did all
not
those.
know.
What good are you?
Clearly no good.
Cecil's still getting level like every other battle for me.
I think
too,
it's
so.
I think it's Wuxia, however you say it. WUXIA. I think that's the effects house that did all of those. Under Rod, Thunder Rod. Yeah, let's get us a Thunderclaw, because I know what these things are weak to.
I go with the old Thunder and Ice combo in this area.
Thunderclaw.
Oops, that was not where I wanted to go.
It's not where anybody wants to go. Kinpogi. We're buying one of them. We'll buy a silver armlet. The backdoor kids don't really need one of those.
No, it raises their attack. They don't need that. Ooh,
Tella doesn't get shit because he's Tella.
now, he has like 3 cure 2s he can throw out.
Yeah, but stats don't do anything for him, and he's only going to be
Everybody's-
with me for a little bit longer anyway.
Don't put Rosa to sleep.
So Budface apparently Dune's out, at least for early release, because one of the people I watch on YouTube who's in Norway has seen it.
I'm hearing it's released in Europe currently, but not here in NA.
Yeah, apparently it does. Apparently, like he's been able to watch everything, or like Andre's been able to watch everything early. So it must be just like an earlier. And he's a Norway guy, so it must be that guy. It must be something to do with that.
My question is, it's just a movie? It's not a series. For some reason, I had in my head it was a series on HBO.
It is
No.
up to, from what I'm hearing, it's up to the fall of House Atreides, and spoilers, House Atreides falls, and
Yeah, can you really spoil a 50-year-old book?
absolutely.
I mean, I only I only did the audiobook when it was, when Brick Road's short-lived club was it happening. So yes.
Oh, I tore through the book pretty well.
Yeah, I did. I
we're
did the
not
actual.
Sure. Like, from what I've seen, nobody's 100% sure. We believe it goes up to there's 3 books basically. Like the first book is divided into 3 books, quote unquote.
Right.
I
And
think
supposedly their idea is that they're hoping it'll do well enough that they can make enough movies to do all 3 books.
I think it ends with like Paul's spiritual awakening freak out.
Right, which is actually, yeah, that's right at the end of the first book. And I've heard that, but I've also heard that some people think it's going to go into like his adventures with the Fremen and basically be 2 movies instead. Like,
You can see them
I've
dividing it in half.
heard that there seems to be some indication that it might actually like, so like the first movie focuses almost entirely on Paul, and the second one focuses mostly on Phaedra. As like a counter, that's what I've heard as like a kind of counter narrative, because really the story's kind of about the two of them. So,
I guess my second question would be, is this one of those things where it's just on HBO, or?
no, it's in theaters as far as I know.
But I'm saying, is it? I thought it was also coming onto HBO. Am I mistaken on that?
I think that's part of the deal. That was part of the deal that I had seen.
Is it going to be on HBO Max early? Because if it is, I'll be able to watch it. Because I doubt I'll ever get to see it in theaters.
some reason
Dune
I
is
had
the
in my
one
head-
movie that we are going to brave the theater for.
Oh, mine will just be more. I don't know who I'd get to go watch it with me. I just
Yeah, I
don't know
have-
who else I know that would care about it and to want to go watch it.
I have zero desire
by
to
yourself.
go to the theater right now. So
I don't really like watching movies by myself. Like, if I'm gonna do that, I'd just as soon watch it at home.
I think
The
the
only
last movie I watched by myself, I saw a matinee of Scott Pilgrim, and then my wife got mad because she was like, "Oh no, I actually wanted to see that." I was like, "Really?" So I had
Yeah.
to watch, and I was like, "Well, guess that's because she usually does not like going to the theater, like at all." But she's like, "Oh no, I actually kind of wanted to see that in the theater." I was like, "Oh,
See,
my bad."
I love going to the theater, but it's a social thing for me. Like, I don't particularly enjoy going by myself. Like, the only one I've ever the point of fact, the only one I've ever gone by myself was I went to go watch Endgame by or not Endgame. I watched Infinity War by myself because of just the way my work schedule was. I couldn't make it work with anybody else. Like, I knew it didn't work out. It was gonna be, if I was gonna watch it, I was gonna have to go by myself.
Last movie I watched by myself was The Dark Knight.
She's all you pee.
We had
I
a
get-
big party to watch that.
I get very irrationally annoyed watching movies for the first time with a crowd of people. Like any degree of interruption, I get super annoyed with. So,
See, I'm the opposite. I very much enjoy like the whole, like, part of the reason I want to go is the crowd. Like, I like the experience of watching it with the crowd.
if it's a movie I've already seen before, excellent. But
I'm also particular on what I watch in the movie, like what I want to go watch in a theater these days, because it has to be like something particularly special on it or whatever. Like I really the last one I went to watch was in the theaters was 1917 because my dad wanted to go watch it. And he never wants to go watch a movie. Like I think the last time he went to the theater was in the 90s, but he absolutely wanted to go watch that movie. So we went and we all went and watched it as a family.
And Cecil's not doing too bad with a bow. since I got a random poison arrow drop. Doubled his attack.
Yeah, that's not bad. I've got Torum with a bow. She's actually doing a good bit of work.
I like that the game's like, here is the sword of legend. And then like 15 minutes later, it's like, here's an ancient sword. It's okay.
I think
Get
the
this-
only reason the ancient sword exists is so that you can sell it for gil.
It is effective against ghouls.
But all holy swords are effective against ghouls.
It claims to be effective against ghouls. May curse the enemy. Curse is pretty fun if you can get it to stick, but
Yeah, but there's no reason to use the ancient sword.
like you just found the best sword for a chunk of the game.
Are these fish weak to anything?
That
Because they
long.
apparently absorb. Thunder.
I just used Blizzard
That's a
on them.
cool effect.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Bizarra hurts them a little bit, but it doesn't hurt them. It hurts them by like 180. That floodworm. So the floodworm sucked, but that was a really cool effect. That the flood effect was really cool.
Yeah, I don't remember ever fighting the things in the magnetic cave with the gimped gear and not having trouble.
Yeah, I just
I'm
ran.
just kind of. That's usually what I do.
It's like your gimmick dungeon is no match against the L and R buttons. Because Cecil by himself will destroy the Dark Elf.
All right. Completely unsurprising that my kid would get up tonight. It's been that kind of day.
I'm particularly concerned that my local theater will not actually have Dune here. They seem to not play certain things for no good reason.
They just do it.
Yeah, like I mean, we never got Pacific Rim. I had to go like, 4 hours out of the way to go to a theater down island that would have Pacific Rim, and I was like, why? Why that one? Like our theater, the guy who owns it just hates sci-fi movies. We didn't get the new Blade Runner either, which is again
that's a
another
shame.
Denis Villeneuve. I know. I went to go see it in a theater. That is why I'm so excited for Dune, is because Denis Villeneuve has like knocked it out of the park every single movie of his.
Okay, this bit here where the cave collapses, that effect was really cool.
See, I can't make myself watch that one because it's like I don't.
You're missing out, Bob. I'm dead serious.
Like, I know some of the things that they retcon in it, and I don't like it.
They
think-
don't
I think
retcon
the-
anything
I
in it.
think-
Ambushed by six
I think
pets.
there's stuff in it
worst.
that's very dubious of whether it was ever in the original movie or not. But like it's, at least the version I know there's like 8 different versions of. I know there's like 8 different versions of Blade Runner, and like they're to the point that they're almost different. They're different enough that they're almost different movies. But the to me the version I
this
watched
still
was-
sucks ass, but I'm glad that they sped up the Blood Feast animation.
Yes. Another reason to not fight in that dungeon.
But I thought the version
I
I
got
watched was
ambushed. I've been
perfect the
sitting
way
through the
it was
animation
perfect the way
anyway.
it was, and I don't want to ruin that experience. Like I don't think
Oh.
it needs anything. I don't think it needs anything added to it. I think it stands alone.
How the hell do I
Okay,
get
so-
into Baron Castle now that I have Yang?
You have to go through the waterway.
Yeah, go through the waterway. Yeah, that.
Oh, is that something
Yes.
in town?
Yep,
Yeah,
the locked
There we
door
go.
all the
Oh,
way
yeah.
out.
No, duh. All right. I figured that. No, see, where was I? Like, Blade Runner 2049 is one of the few sequels to a movie that actually elevates the original, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so they may have sped up the Bloodfest, but they slowed down the wall spell. So when they reflect, it takes 18 years.
That was stupid of me.
You can also open the weapon and armor shop in Baron now.
Yeah.
It took him
My
out.
face.
Well, I already didn't do that.
There's treasure chests in there.
I bet there are, but I'm stumbling through this game left, right, and center.
I don't know how to get those treasure chests, so I never get them. I just assumed they were for decoration.
Yeah, Bob didn't know about those until we told him, and
Oh, I still don't know how to get them, so I don't get them.
I'm assuming you gotta go sniff the walls a little bit, and then you'll find a hidden passage or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this game.
It's in the bottom right of the shop.
Yeah, if you suspect there's a treasure chest or something, you just hump all the walls until you get it. I love looting the towers once I go back to Baron. Alright, let's not accidentally talk to Odin. Oh wait, I don't think I can talk to Odin yet anyhow.
nope.
No, you can't. Not in this version.
Well, if you've destroyed Kinazo, he'll say, "Come back to me when you've been to the land of the summoned monsters." Because I'm a spooky ghost.
I'm curious, since Buttface does not know this game the way we know this game, if the thing that happens when you come to Baron is going to be interesting to him or not.
Ooh, yeah, that's
I like
an
how the
experience,
Dark Elf
isn't it?
fight just instantly ends if everybody's equipped with metal.
Yep, it's just
Yeah.
like, yep, done. For some reason I thought there was something better in here. It's apparently just all consumables. I mean, then there's some good ones. There's elixirs and stuff, but... For some reason I thought there was a weapon or something in here.
Alright, time to hear the song.
Oh, which one is it? Just kidding.
Yeah, why is the ancient sword that worse than the? It's just weird.
It's vanilla. You even rando, bro.
Yeah, I keep wondering about this randomizer. It's like it's awful vanilla, and there's random encounters, and like I just don't. Did we mess up on the settings?
I forget to check the flags.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, time to do some inventory management.
The great menuing is upon us.
True final boss of the game.
At least you don't have, like, to manage inventory limitations in these ports. Thank God for that. Also, thank goodness I don't have to wonder, can I do this fight with the twins unequipped, or do I just brute force my way through it?
Just brute for, well, you don't have to unequip the twins.
That's what I'm saying. Thank goodness I don't have to do that anymore. I like the way that they've changed this. This might have been this way in the you become a paladin. We don't like paladins. Dark Knights are way cooler than paladins.
Who says that?
He doesn't say it in that glibly, but it's basically what Cagnazio says.
Oh.
And he's yeah.
Oh. I should have bought some diet food.
Attack and attack.
Going to assume that does what I'm wanting.
Xerxeso.
Yeah, that feels about right.
Feels about right.
I
Yeah,
wish
we're
it
sleeping in Cecil's bed.
I guess the power staff doesn't have. That's right. It doesn't have a wisdom will bonus.
Man, Tella. The one thing Tella is good for in the game is one-shotting that guy. God, that's satisfying.
Which guy?
Cagnazzo.
Oh, Lit 3.
Well, I hit him with Ice 3 before he gathered the water, but yes. Oh man, I love the Hey Sid version. This is pretty good.
there's an easy way to kill the Dark Elf, and I can never seem before I just kill him normally.
I
you
mean, as
just
long as you
use-
have a holy sword equipped.
Yeah. Just use a
He's
met.
susceptible to tornado.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
That is subtle as a crutch. Okay. Yeah, he made you a freak. Get one of these off before.
I don't think I like this version of the Black Chocobo theme, only because it's got too much. So the 5 seconds you're actually using the Black Chocobo, you don't even hear the main theme.
Yeah, you don't even get to hear the good part.
This is probably my least favorite party in the game.
What, the Cecil, Young, Sid, and Tele?
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, I usually just
really,
have.
it's usually just because of the magnetic cave that I hate it.
I don't care about that. I just run from all the fights.
That having back at the bottom of the menu is messing me up so
I
much.
know.
Every time.
Every time.
Isn't this song literally called something like Cry and Sadness or something like on the nose like that?
Nope, fuck this. Fuck this!
Are you saying fuck this too?
Back attack preemptive.
Oh.
I like how when different people talk, it puts them to the front of your party.
Oh, Cure lasts or Reflect lasts a lot longer in this version. Like a lot longer.
Twin spell, whatever they call it, I forget. Twin cast ignores reflect. It's pretty fun.
Oh, now it quit. Don't that figure?
I thought only Comet would ignore reflect.
Maybe I got lucky and only Comet procced on me because I never got hit by. Yeah, I don't think I ever got Flare or whatever baby Flare is called.
Oh, life missed. Fuck you. Oh no, it didn't. It just.
Yeah, I
opened
can
it.
only remember what it's called in the SNES version, which was Pyro.
It's called Pyro in this.
Is it called Pyro?
Is it? Okay.
It's called Mini Flare in the SNES version. Or Mini Nuke, whatever.
Yeah, Pyro worked pretty well. Pyro did a fuck ton of damage right there. He's got to be pretty close to dead.
Fuck off with your back attacks.
So Comet did a damn. Comet's doing it. That why is that doing so much more than it does than what I'm used to it doing?
I don't know. And maybe
That
because
was a lot of damage. Like
he must have
Comet
like
just
low
ran
magic
it.
buffed
defense
it.
or something.
Huh?
I think it's kind of a shame that
It might have
Edge doesn't
buffed
get
it.
his own theme song.
No, I didn't bluff.
No, he's saying
Oh,
they
Said
they
they
might
might
have
have
buffed it.
buffed
Yeah, I think they did buff it because if I didn't use it, I would have been using it for a while back when I realized it was that effective. Yeah, I think Blind Major's right. I think they buffed it.
And don't they just play Hey Sid whenever Edge does something.
I know, which is silly.
It kind of reaffirms the idea we were talking about that maybe Edge got some content cut.
I think he had to because he appears so late. Like, I mean, it would be the least surprising of any character.
See, I still can't decide if I think it's good environmental storytelling the way that they display Eblin, or if they just were like, "Fuck it, we don't have time to show what happens to Eblin." You know what I mean?
I think they made the best of it. I think both things are true. I think they used.
I have heard that the 5 ninjas that are subordinate to him in after years was supposed to be part of the original game.
That would make sense to me.
I think what they did was I think that's probably where they got a little bit of a budget crunch on, or like a time crunch, and I think they made the most out of they could out of it, and inadvertently were able to do some good environmental storytelling, even if that's really not what they were intending to do.
I mean, sometimes limitations beget some of the best storytelling or best creativity. Yeah. So I could definitely believe that they were like, we don't have time for a whole nother chapter in Ninja Funland, no matter how much you guys might want to do it. So just, you can explore the ruined castle and that's it. Speaking of, I might go explore the ruined castle now.
Well, Final Fantasy IV also was in development for a fairly lengthy amount of time, I thought.
Yeah.
Wasn't it originally planned as an NES game?
I think so, yeah.
Let's see. Oh man, I
always
forget
know
how
that
much.
its very first incarnation was basically planned to be Secret of Mana.
Well, Secret of Mana was
what became Secret of Mana was originally, yeah.
Well, Secret of Mana was originally supposed to be for the CD adapter for Super Nintendo. That became he didn't one-shot him. That ended up becoming the PlayStation because they bailed on it.
Yeah, the earliest versions of what eventually became Secret of Mana started as a pitch for Final Fantasy IV.
Oh, that's right. You can totally go to Mist. I mean, it's not really necessary, but you can go to Mist before taking on Baron and get that change rod.
Yep.
Yeah, I went and did that. I went back to the place because I realized I was there.
I don't want to buy a Bard's Tunic. I can get something better for him.
See, I could have done with a lot more of those kind of battles.
One real good use is Blizzaga here.
And then
it still took 2 of them, but...
Oh yeah, because I often would get a dancing dagger for frickin' Palom to throw around. Not really necessary. It's fun, but super not necessary.
This is like almost a Maracha style remix of the Sid theme.
Mariachi.
No, that's not the word I was looking for.
Make sure you guys make an extra save outside your towers if you plan to fill out your bestiary later.
It was something else I was trying to say.
I'm not worried about the bestiary. I will totally go back and do that in a future playthrough.
Like, I give 0 shits about the bestiary.
Sid's beard's even more epic in this with these pixels. He also looks more like Mega Man.
Oh my god, flying in this world map.
I like how you can actually...
Sorry, there's so much ocean in like the middle of this map. I always lose my kind of place. So
his sprite's like 70% beard when he turns sideways. Like there's more beard than there is pixel.
He's more beard than man, I say.
Yeah.
I like how these pixel remasters make it obvious what's a beard and what's a mustache, because everybody would confuse Galoof's mustache as a beard in Final Fantasy V.
Corals.
I mean, I can't entirely disagree with them. The sprite certainly made it look like a beard.
Well, you sure are a mannerly fellow.
Is there more stuff to find here? Nope, I found the 3 things. All right.
You know, I might like Sid more if he didn't take 10 billion damage from everything that hits him. It's like, yeah, he's got a giant HP pool, but he loses half of it in one hit.
Yeah, he does not have very good durability. I forget if I want to buy this mithril sword or not. I think I do.
Oh man, it's been a long time since I've seen this scene.
I mean, yeah,
I
he has
usually
the
buy the
same
myth-
problem,
I usually
but
buy the
not to
mithril.
that extent.
The mithril sword is a trap because if you use it in the magnetic cave, you won't get that bonus. I mean, you can use it
Even
afterwards,
against the-
but you get the flame sword in Zot.
Well, I was going to go try and raid Eblin, which is why I'm trying to gear up as much as possible.
I mean, that's fair.
Just push straight on into Zot.
I just get a kick out of trying to beat Eblin.
Oh, this is
I
very.
mean, they're all
good.
susceptible
This
to
remix is
stop and
very, very
stone.
good.
Yeah. All right. I think I sell all this.
This feels like a trap. I don't like this.
Oh, the mithril staff only cast Basuna, not Esuna in this version. Interesting.
Basuna.
It does
Is
not.
that this spell?
It only cures certain status.
That did not trust lasted all of 3 seconds. Yeah, fair.
What?
I was like, I don't trust this guy. Oh, good. They're just calling it out immediately.
Oh, okay. So did you have the thing? I'm really curious about this since you've never played this before. Well, first of all, are you fighting him now?
Yes.
Okay. I had this thing even when I figured this for the first time at like 12 or whatever. I remember thinking, wait, I don't have room for another party member. Like,
Yeah, that was immediately like, who's leaving? And no, this is a bad idea.
Well, I also think they were trying to reference like Final Fantasy 3 and like how people would join your party temporarily.
Yeah, but none
We
of us
didn't
played
know
Final
that at the
Fantasy
time.
3.
I
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Can I sell anything else to actually afford this armor for Sid? Because that would make me happy.
And back, but
Nope, I don't think I can make up that difference. I just don't think I can buy this. I'm certainly not selling this gold hairpin. Alright, sorry,
Oh yeah,
Sid.
I can
you
give
don't-
Rudy a gold hairpin back. I forgot about that. I think I still have one in my inventory.
What is the gold hairpin in the original translation? 'Cause
Tiara.
oh, the Mega
Tiara,
Sisters have a unique
okay.
sprite.
Yeah, I thought that was good
I
that
love
they had
that.
unique sprites.
Oh, I bought him a shield, but he can't use it with the hammer. God damn it. Alright, no armor for you then. Sucks to be you, Sid.
Rip Edge's parents.
Rip parents.
A lot of dead parents in this game.
Wouldn't be a
What a dead
JRPG
everything
without
game.
some dead parents.
a lot of tragedy in this game.
All right, time for
Big tragedy too.
Rubicante.
Rubicante. It just doesn't have the same ring as Scarmiglione.
Scarmilone.
I don't know, I always like
Da-na-na-na.
Rubicante.
Oh, I love the name, but the Scarmiglione. But Scarmiglione is the meme, so.
I am unfamiliar with this meme.
Oh, you don't play Free Enterprise with us.
That's true, I do not play for Enterprise. Is this the town that sells iron equipment inexplicably?
So
Man.
apparently they fixed it. so that if you attack Rubicante with your ice weapons, it doesn't damage him as much when his thing is closed.
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing. It was supposed to be like, oh no, you can't.
Don't
damage
Inferno! Damn it! He Infernoed the one person he shouldn't Inferno.
I didn't remember they sold boomerangs in this town. Interesting. No one can use boomerangs yet.
No, I do want to go that way. Cause... Am I healed? No. So yeah, I want to do free hit.
Well, I've killed your body and your arms are still there.
Yeah,
that's a
they'll
problem.
explode on you. So yeah.
Sorry about that.
Check out the pythons on this guy.
When you kill him, go back and go back and either go back up and use Cecil's bed and heal yourself. It's in that. Just retrace your steps, and it's in that tower in the courtyard.
I do remember as a kid finding Eblin.
Tella, don't do it. You'll die. Because I totally care about you.
Please don't. I remember as a kid finding Eblin and being really weirded out by it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, environmental storytelling, effective.
Because
Obez is taking tier 3 spells for 2,000 damage. And he's like, ugh, such feeble spells. What a bullshitter.
Well, he's in Galuf note mode, so that's the whole point. Like at this, he's just shrugging shit off because he knows he's gonna die. Like that's one thing I love about 5 when Galuf just decides, nope, fuck you, I'm not gonna die.
Ain't got time to bleed.
I ain't got time to bleed. I'm just gonna do my own shit.
Oh, those vocals on this song, though, pretty good stuff.
I'm getting treasure just in case any of it's worth it.
I was hearing secondhand from the chat that there seems to be some discourse in the community around this soundtrack or these soundtracks in these games, and so far everything I've heard has been an absolute banger.
Yep. Well, I mean, so my opinion is a little Rip Rubicante, by the way. My opinion is a little more how would you say, nuanced, in that the thing about this game, and especially Final Fantasy VI, is that they're going to be boxed in by their pretty good sound programming. You know, so they're going to be less willing to take risks on arrangements. Whereas in the first 3 games, you're just, you know, and this happens a lot, you're just basing it off chip tunes. So they had a lot more leeway to kind of like do different things with different songs without pissing people off. You know, so if you listen to what's going on in this soundtrack, they're really not going out into left field with some of these, with one really big exception. And that's the final ending theme to the game. There's one section where, I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, but they definitely go out in left field. It's not what I expected at all. I liked it, but that's good because it wasn't what I was expecting.
Well, see, like you and Destil had mentioned that in that chat, is like that some people would riot if it would, you know, if they had made wholesale changes with it, and I'm in that crowd. So, like,
well, here's the thing though: the way they get around that is like what they did in the first 3, where they had a couple alternate arrangements. And they didn't have that in this. Like, I was expecting an alternate arrangement for the final dungeon themes because, you know, we've already heard the regular Red Wings themes. It comes up a bunch of times. We already heard Within the Giant once. You know, it's the last dungeon of the game. You could have different takes on that instead of just playing the same thing over again.
Ah, these coils are just blastering my guys to.
I think I'm actually going to give... I actually gave Sid the bow, and I'm going to keep him in the back row for now.
Because, yeah, 6 is really the only one that I am familiar with fairly inside and out. That's the one Final Fantasy game that I had played extensively, like, from this era.
What I think they've done in this game is that they've made a pretty faithful recreation of what the original songs would have sounded like if they weren't stuck on, you know, sample-based synthesizers.
This is what
Well, they keep
Uematsu was
this-
hearing in his head when he was trying to put it into the
Yes.
synthesizer.
I mean, I would say, I mean, that's one way of putting it. I don't think that's completely a way to put it, but that is one way of saying it.
Oh, good. Break stuck that time. Okay, we're good. Ah. And a blood lance. Oh, I don't need a blood. Damn it.
No.
Wow, that fire sword does like nothing to Barbarisha.
Barbarisha. Yeah, I'm not looking. I hate that fight.
No
even
attacks
in
will
the-
do anything to her.
I hate that fight in Rando, and I hate that fight in Vanilla.
I can't remember which one of these is the one I don't want, so I'm just gonna fail.
So what did Gissel Greens do?
They
It's a
summon,
turtle.
Fat Chocobo.
Oh, that's the whistle.
Well, no,
Yes.
you have to use the Gissel Greens at the Fat Chocobo area when you smell it. It's the carrot.
The Legend
Oh.
Sword
Ooh,
does
carrot,
more.
yeah. Sorry about that, what were you saying?
I said the Legend Sword does more damage to her than the Fire Sword does.
Well, her magic defense is so high, it's not surprising.
How you like this?
Yeah, just for shits and giggles, I want to see how good the Ancient Sword is on her.
She's not a ghoul.
Not bad.
I don't like that you're doing form nonsense. Could you please not?
It's saying that the tornado form makes regular attacks ineffective, but they're doing the same as they do normally. That seems like a bug.
Could be.
Well, that was over and done with.
It sure would be nice if Break would stick.
Do you have a good rod on?
I do. He's got the chain rod on.
Huh.
It
Well,
just
what are you
wouldn't stick
using
on
it
the-
on?
Ogres.
Ogres. Yeah, I mean,
It stuck on 2 of them and then not on the last one.
that's what I found too. I think we're used to having Stardust rods.
Yeah, that's it. We're used to playing this with much better equipment.
But you are. I'm not.
I think it's about time I do that fix for the low attack. What was it? You just unequip the weapon, or you have to unequip everything?
I have no idea.
Dan?
I think you have to unequip everything, and then save and quit the game.
You have to like
Uh,
exit out all the way, or can you just go to?
I think you. I mean, I've not done it. I think you have to exit out of the game.
What are you looking for? I was reading dialogue.
The fix for that.
The equipment bug.
I have no idea.
Uh,
If there is an equipment bug, I'm not familiar with it.
Well, you'll notice Cecil starts doing like 40 damage or something instead of decent damage.
Oh, instead of the couple hundred he's doing now?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
he starts hitting literally 1 time. Something I wanted. Back down. Lord Enigma says that Blau is having some video issues.
Let me refresh him.
Not
you look
Drop-
fine on my end.
Oh,
Frank.
good. Are the brats gone?
No, it's probably he's talking about it being on my end.
Is that your reaction to the one of the most tragic moments in this game?
I found them annoying. They can die for all I care.
God, you're a callous son of a bitch.
There's like 14 characters in this game. I cannot get invested in all of them. They were here for maybe 4 scenes.
Man, that's like, wow. That's like one of the most memorable moments in any of the in this game for most people.
Am I still missing a chest? Ugh, have I
I
forgotten where
actually
something
really
is?
like the twins a lot. But the twins really come into their own in after years.
Well, and any version where you get to get them back in the final dungeon, they're pretty damn good there too.
I just mean like character development.
I don't want a regular bow.
Monsters.
Isn't that crossbow for sale somewhere? I could have sworn it was, but I don't remember where it was for sale. I need another bow. I don't want the regular bow.
Look, someone was gonna have to leave the party eventually so that I could have a dwarf with an airship. All right.
Yeah.
Not technically a dwarf, though. I could see why you'd say that.
Does anybody remember?
Dwarfs don't have
Was
to
there
be
a town with
diminutive.
crossbows
They
versus
just have to
swords?
be really into smithery and machines and have a big bushy beard.
I mean, other than that he's not short, he meets basically every other requirement for a dwarf.
Ooh, that's right. You get the sleep blade from this.
They really don't do a good job of hiding things in this version.
No, Kane, I'm not among the living. You're talking to a skeleton, you idiot.
Like when you enter Rydia's house and everything's off center for some reason.
I mean, they also give you a map, so I think that they are a little beyond trying to keep things hidden at this point.
No, not
Oh,
there.
that's true.
Lord, I don't know.
I don't know where I'm missing an
I
item,
could've
and
maybe there's one for sale in Troya.
it's gonna drive me fucking crazy.
You're missing an item?
I could have sworn.
I
there was
mean,
one for
you know how you
sale.
can check the map to see
Yes. In
I'm
which
missing-
place?
an Eblin?
Pots.
Well, I know. I mean, it's gotta be because that's the only place items that aren't chests are. But I'm not sure which pod I've missed.
Is Sid a
If
good
you
front
go
row
over
fighter?
'em, if you go over them, the thing pops up and lets you know which ones actually have something.
There's a pod in the end. An emblem.
I don't think
You're
he's
talking
talking about
about
the cave. He's
New
talking about the
Evelyn.
castle.
Yeah, I'm talking about the castle.
Yeah.
Is Sid a good front row fighter?
Oh, I missed. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I kept dying there, and I missed that pod.
He can be. I've got him in the back row just because of lack of defense. Like,
I'm just seeing his health pool, so I'm thinking of swapping it now where we've got 3 in the front and Tella just stuck there in the back.
He
his-
smacks things pretty good with the hammer, but it's not necessary.
And there's certain enemies that like a couple of the hammers really do some damage against.
Anything that's machine flagged, I think.
Uh huh.
Well, I'm trying him up there for now. If I hate it, I hate it.
Unfortunately,
Now
there's-
where the hell am I going? I have an airship, which is always the curse of this
So
game.
north of Barren to that place with a big forest, and there's one landable tile by the city.
So
by
I was
the
just
city
gonna
center.
say, I feel like they added that tile because if you look at the map, it would make much more logical sense that they intended you to land far away and have to walk through all these forests to get
Well,
there.
especially since there's a
Is there a
especially-
chocobo forest down here?
yeah, there's a chocobo forest down there. There's a hidden one.
Like, I don't know. I guess I should go get that hidden chocobo forest.
Is it worth going to do it? Maybe it's worth going and doing Eblin.
You talking about? That you're intended to land far away?
I feel like from Troya.
Oh, I always land next to the city.
No. I know. I'm saying I wonder if they added that.
Like in development. Not
Yeah,
for
like in
this
testing.
version.
No, not for this version.
Yeah, that's
in-
that's what I think the confusion was of. Oh, I think they just added this tile as opposed to no. They put
yeah,
that tile
he
there
thinks
in
it's- yeah,
original
he's just
development.
saying he thinks it's an after the fact thing that they originally designed you to walk the whole way, kind of like with Lefane in FF1. and then
Yeah.
added that tile as an afterthought.
Like somebody got pissy about it, and they're like, "All right, fine, just put a tile next to the town,
Right.
whatever."
Actually, the dust effect in your Neblin makes a big difference to me. Like,
It really
actually-
looks spookier.
Yeah.
But then I realized because there's not a bridge up there, you would have to find that chocobo. And I just think, I don't know, just in my head, I'm like, somebody got pissy, and that's why we have this now.
Yeah, I don't disagree. What is a curl whisker?
It's an instant death.
Or is it the
Coffin.
coffin?
It's a coffin.
Expensive as hell. Why though?
So in the right, there's a pod in the right tower. Did you get that one?
I found it. I found the one.
Okay. These things may kill me.
It's one of those things where I got the pot like 3 times in a row and then died to the Corials. And then finally got it.
Blaster's effect is cool looking, even if it's still just as much of a bitch as it always was.
Yeah, Blaster can suck my balls.
Yeah. Well, it only killed one of my guys, so I guess there's that. And then, of course, my only guy that can do damage is stunned.
I think I'm just not going to kit anyone out for this cave and see if I can just survive running
Shit.
through it.
That worked.
Oh, it's still the twin harp and not the whisper.
Definitely
weed or
don't
whatever
have that.
nonsense.
Whisper weed makes.
How is this thing still alive?
Why does my enemy still stand?
Thank God. I didn't remember that having that much HP, but maybe I'm used to being able to deal more damage by the time I get here. All that for... Oh, that's the Blood Lance.
Which is a good weapon.
That was my exact thought.
Whenever you get Kane back.
I have Kane.
Excuse me.
His accuracy goes down to 30%, though.
With what?
Yeah, and it,
The
I
Blood
don't,
Lance.
it only works when you have when you're not. Why does he not have exit? Oh, wait, he doesn't have exit.
It's teleport.
Oh, why can I not teleport out of here? Normally I can. That's weird. I'm gonna pretend this is free enterprise and go ahead and go out here and save because I'm doing this at too early a level.
Right. These guys just tell me about the Dark Elf. There's no flag here. I think you can just go to the Dark Elf without even talking to these guys. No, I have to find Edward first. Herpader.
Yeah, you have to do the Edward. You have to do the Herpaderp scene.
I'm gonna save because I feel like the fight could go south quick.
Oh, you know what? I probably didn't go there.
But did you go there?
No, I did not go to Troya Castle. I went to Troya proper, but not Troya Castle. Probably should save outside. Feeling like a good thing to do.
Okay. Is silver hourglass 2?
Yes. It's bronze, silver, and
God, I love this song in Troya Castle. Are you kidding me? It's amazing.
Pretty good.
A very good version of that
Ow.
song.
I'm not gonna win this fight. I just can't do enough damage.
Sure, let's kill Malboros. Why not?
I don't know what Rose is equipped with to 3 times as much damage as all the boys, but that was a hell of a shot there.
Can't get any
I haven't even killed one of them yet.
A
this
mute
isn't
arrow
gonna
and a
end
great
well.
bow.
Oh yeah, mute arrows. Are you fighting like giants or something?
Mad ogres.
Oh yeah, they're weak to. They're considered mages.
Yeah, I don't have
Really?
anything. I don't have any mage equipment. Yeah, they're weak to like charm arrows and stuff. I don't have anything that can hurt them, so like they're just. I can't kill them.
Do you not have a silver?
Hell no, I don't have silver arrow. I ain't seen silver arrows anywhere.
I said silver hourglass.
You can cast stop on them.
Oh,
Or you can
do
cast
like
stone on
100.
'em.
I do like 100 damage a pop. That's weird. Did it?
Fresh blow. All right, let's go heal up and do this nonsense again.
Stuff's all I painted. Stone is
break.
basically useless. Yeah, like it's like a 1 in 10 chance of actually hitting. Like every time I try to do it.
I don't know why you're having trouble with my stream because I'm not dropping frames.
Yep, missed, of course.
It's Twitch being Twitch, probably.
Oh, right. I have to walk to this black chocobo forest. What am I doing?
I like how every time Brick Road drops in, one of the first things he says is, "How do I unmod myself?"
Yeah, pretty much every time. He also is admonishing you that you shouldn't use Teller because Teller's bad.
Brick has opinions about things.
I mean, he's not wrong
Man, he's
about Teller.
not wrong. Oh, that's a cool effect, opening up the mountain.
So tired of Malboros.
They just need a toothbrush.
There you go.
Well, it hit on 2 of them.
I don't know why I'm trying to get all the items. They put a task ahead of me and I'm trying to do it.
I forgot where the stupid.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm
Right,
fighting
right
this,
to a full-
to be fair.
I did not get to level 50 before fighting the Maga Sisters.
I really don't know why I'm bothering with this. Maybe he'll go ahead and kill Tella. Or
So one interesting, like, random thing I noticed is if you find, you know how they had the items that block your progress in, like, tall grass?
Yep.
uh-huh.
If you find it, you could walk over that grass now. It no longer blocks you.
Oh, okay.
It's such a weird little change, but something they added. I can't not
A good
find
change,
all
I
the...
think.
It is a good change. Except I cannot find... Somewhere around here,
It
there's...
hit on one of them at least.
Okay, fine. I found all the stupid Geshel greens in this place. All right, let's hear what Black Chocobo sounds like.
Fucking back button.
Hit another one.
Yep.
Oh, I like the drums and the dwarf song.
Alright, go to a cave, don't use items in the cave. Don't use metal equipment in the cave or something.
Oh, this song is so good.
Where am I going? Let's find out.
Pretty good Black Chocobo.
Come on, Tella. Break is so useless.
I ended up punching one of the ogres to death before Break ever stuck to it.
I don't think I can. Like, I can't do enough damage. Like, If I don't defend, they kill me.
There's that
What I
whistle.
intended to do.
Oh man, the
Press the
Cocabrina song
button.
is really creepy.
Oh, I bet.
What is that effect that they added to it?
All right, let's.
Okay, those I could deal with.
That's my last casting of it. Nope.
So good.
All right, wish me luck as I run from everything in this this dumb cave.
Yow. Yow.
That was all.
Ahoyts.
Fear not, I will use my magic, all 30 MP of it.
Yep.
Why'd they call it Calco?
Very good
Eh.
question.
Oof, this is a
The way
white
they
tier for sure.
Blend
Done with Marlboros.
the way they blend old and new translations for this version, I don't really like that much.
Yeah, there are some weird choices. I like this effect on the walls of the magnetic cave, though. It's kind
I
of cool.
like the translation fine. Like I actually don't hate it at all.
I mean, I don't hate the translation. I just find some of the choices a little perplexing.
Well, that got everybody a level up. All that for a silver apple.
Like, why are we using Aga spells, but then we're calling it life? Like, I don't know, something about
I don't
that.
like
weird.
that. But I hate the Japanese Aga, Ara, Aga, all that. I hate it. Like, I've never liked it.
Uh-oh,
So that's-
ambushed by mind flayers.
That's
Whoa.
that's always going to be a personal one.
Oh, wow.
I kind of don't have a choice there, Ricky. It's unfortunately the game doesn't like me, so it forces me to use useless people. And as you can see from that fight, he's utterly useless. So
Man,
he's
Mind
barely
Blast.
better than having a warm body.
The Mind Flayers use Mind Blast, and it, like, makes the entire screen go negative for a second. That's a pretty cool effect.
It is cool.
Yeah, there's some really cool
They did
spell
that in the
effects in this.
PSP version too.
I don't remember. I played the PSP version, but I barely remember it. I guess I could give Yang his claws.
This is gonna be interesting going into the Golbez.
Oh, don't cost Berserk on
But-
it.
Oh,
Berserk.
I'm an idiot. That's a problem.
Cottages,
Thatched roof cottages.
burning cottages.
I saw thatched
Drunk.
roof cottages in Ireland.
Cecil,
I did
get up.
too, yeah.
You're not.
Especially the famine houses that were still standing. You know that they preserved, like the stone thatched ones that were abandoned and that they never tore down.
I need him alive.
All right, Bargain Bin Astos, let's see what you got.
Bargain bin Astos. Nice, Cecil.
Demon
Wow.
Astos say kill.
If
I
only I
didn't
could
do
use
that.
my sword. Dead. You can't use dead Tell as a footstool. He does the blinky disappear thing. That's how you know he's really dead. Splat.
Oh, Sid, come on. Oh my god, how the fuck is that thing still alive? That
It was-
one damn skeleton had like 100,000 HP.
I could really go for not having needles doing a quarter of my total health point right now.
Yeah.
Is it fractional damage? I'm pretty sure it's fractional damage.
Fractal damage?
Fractional.
It's frictional damage.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that effect from the twin harp.
Ooh, that mute arrow could come in handy. So this was worth it for that, if nothing else. The mute arrow could come in really handy. I'm
You
all bananas.
motherfucker.
That's mean. I didn't do anything to you. this
Fucking
time.
Golbez.
Today that I know of.
I used a Phoenix down, and he immediately cast Bio on her.
I thought the Fairy Claw made you stronger. It actually reduces your accuracy.
Wouldn't Tella just? I don't think Tella would, even without the blinky thing, he wouldn't be a good footstool because he'd just crack in half. Because he's old and brittle.
And get your ass in the air.
All right.
That's how he lives his life.
No, we need Riddy. Ah. 4 Malboros. It's no fun.
So
Man,
I'm in a
I'm like,
magnetic cave. I'm going to assume I want to remove all of my armor that is metallic, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, it's a little bitchy.
Are caps like feathered cap and leather cap considered metal?
This doesn't have the little
No.
thing, does it? Like this version doesn't have it. Like,
What about ruby ring?
randomizer
Ring is
shows
not
you
metallic.
what's metallic and what's not, but I don't think this
Ruby
version
Ring
does.
and Young's claws are good to go.
Really, the claws are good to go, eh?
Yeah, he says that when you walk in. I don't know why.
I don't know if he said that when I walked in. I would have for sure thought that they weren't good to go.
No, I'm pretty sure it tells you.
Yeah,
Great,
he
though,
tells
good.
you. He says when
Yeah.
his claws are good.
Oh,
Okay,
I stepped in, and he didn't say it. You have to take one step, and then he says it.
Oh,
funny.
gotcha.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. The more you know.
Berserker, Berserk front line made short work of that guy.
Phew,
Using
Malboros.
Berserk is one of those things I almost never took advantage of as a kid that I do so much more judiciously now.
Are bows considered metal?
No,
But some arrows are, if they happen to be iron.
that's true.
I think they're literally the only ones that are considered metal. Yay! I obtained the Earth Crystal.
Aren't you special?
How many ethers? We got a ton of ethers.
All right, Cecil, try being a bow guy for a minute.
Try being a bro.
I mean, that's all you can really hope for in the party is just having bros.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very bro-tastic party at this point in the game.
I mean, it's completely bro-tastic.
It's just a bunch of bros. Broing out, being bros.
Decoy, I don't know that one.
I think it casts Blink.
Huh, but it makes sense from a logical standpoint, I suppose.
I really appreciate that you can use spellcasting items that aren't in your hand. So I can have Tella just use the heal rod because that's all he's useful for right now.
I didn't know what the hell I have him equipped with.
He's got a change rod in his hand for when I do want him to cast magic, but
I forgot I had one of those. That would probably be a good thing to put in his hand, wouldn't it?
probably.
'Cause that actually does intellect +5.
I think it's the
Not
first
that it
of
matters. Tella sucks so bad it doesn't really matter. But
I
sorry,
think it's
what
the
were you saying?
first available rod that actually augments anything.
Hey, the old ladies actually look like old ladies in this one.
The
instead of
flame rod has
green
like
hair.
+3.
Oh, fuck this.
Wisdom
Oh,
on
does it?
doesn't
Okay.
I didn't think they did in this version. Like I thought we just had that discussion.
The
in
ice
last
rod
one.
doesn't, but the flame rod does. It's like +3
That
intellect.
makes the level of sense that doesn't make is off the charts. Like there's not a standard, there's not an SI unit of measurement for it.
It's just fire's better than ice in this one. And then thunder's even better.
We are a few levels short.
Oh, you gotta take that silver armor off. I think he's good. His claws don't count, right?
Right. I mean, I literally just stripped everyone naked and ran. through the cave.
I mean, it took like just a couple minutes for me to deal with it. So
It's really just that I don't find it worth the effort to equip everyone. I just fight my way back out of the cave and get the treasure. Oh yeah, Bloodfest is way faster
God
now.
fucking damn it.
this is the Troy is the only oligarchy in Final Fantasy IV.
You mean matriarchy?
Well, it is a matriarchy, but it's also the only oligarchy. Everything
Yeah,
else is a
Edge's-
straight monarch. Everything else is a straight monarchy.
It's just so freaking squishy.
They're like a 12-person council. Yeah, Edge. That's Edge's only problem is how squishy he is. Edge is the definition of glass cannon.
Yeah, he gets better by the end of the game, but only by a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
One thing I do appreciate about the latter half of the Pixel games is the LR button run versus having to go through the menu and select run, and then remember that I ran in the last battle before I do auto battle again.
It's LR in the original game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But as opposed to Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, which you have to select out of a menu.
Yes.
It was the first ATB game, and the first game was shoulder buttons.
Oh, weird. You can get the treasure chest without doing the crazy.
I liked how the
Good to know.
Yeah.
PSP versions of 1. I don't think they did it for 2, but for 1 you could press the shoulder buttons to automatically queue up Flea on everybody.
The chocobos are much easier to catch.
Yeah, they don't run away
This is
quite
a
as
cool
fast.
remake. Yeah, this is a cool remix. You're right.
It's a
very
shame you
Don-
only use the black chocobo for like 2 seconds.
Fuck
Yeah, it's very
you.
Donkey Kong.
God
very
damn it.
Donkey Kong Country. And like good Donkey Kong Country, like Donkey Kong Country 1, not Donkey Kong Country 2, which is
Oh,
a shit
damn.
game.
I refuse
Shots
to
fired again.
acknowledge good Donkey Kong Country exists.
I have to get the DKC too because I knew Dan would. Dan he's bristling even though he's not saying anything.
And is quietly seething.
Yeah. Hey, you know what else is better? LaCroix.
Oh, okay. Reasonable people can disagree about Donkey Kong countries.
That's crossing the LaCroix's crossing the line.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Look, I'm gonna need to do a blind taste test on air between LaCroix and Polar one of these days.
Yeah,
I
you need to do a
absolutely
video for
support
that. That'd be great.
Coming for the Christmas video. Where the hell are we?
I do appreciate that once you have your equipment, this cave is actually pretty squishy. Like, these enemies are not that hard.
These enemies were kicking my ass out in the forest. It's the fucking needle guys do like a quarter of my total health points.
Yeah, just don't trigger
Yeah,
the
they do.
counterattack.
They do. Well, the only thing that doesn't trigger the counterattack though is magic and focus.
Wait, focus
Well,
doesn't
you
trigger
can
a
also-
Yeah, focus doesn't trigger the counterattack.
because it's
focus
You
not.
could
and
also
jump.
use darkness.
How would you use darkness?
It used to be that like
The
aim
needle
would
guys,
trigger
when you first
counterattacks.
encounter them, when you get out of Mount Hobbs,
We're
Yeah,
not
it
talking
will kick
about
your
there.
ass.
We're talking about in this cave. My game
Yeah,
just
but
froze.
same.
I think
It's the
it's
same
the same.
counterattack. I got you, Blau. I got what you're saying.
I'm saying abilities don't trigger it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they
that's
kicked
a-
my
that's-
asses. They kicked my asses. Dark Knight Cecil too. It's like
That's fucking
severely.
lovely. All right, I gotta drop a minute, Dan. My thing fucked up.
Oh, sure.
So I don't know what the hell happened.
Also, apparently, jump gets around the really low accuracy of the Blood Lance.
Oh yeah, I'm at that. That's right. I remember that.
Am I back up? Yeah, I'm back up. So I don't think it should be the same capture. So it shouldn't be any. It shouldn't be.
I
any
think
different.
focus does trigger it.
No, I just used it twice and it didn't trigger it.
Oh no, they just do it as their. That's just their regular attack. Sometimes hits you like
Oh,
that.
okay. Yeah, focus and jump don't trigger counterattacks. Ow.
I think
Dead.
there's some
Oh, no.
things that counterattack that do get triggered by abilities. Behemoth comes to mind.
Behemoth, I think, is just I think Behemoth counterattacks literally any damage. Taken
Yeah,
to
it's
him.
any damage. Period. Its AI is different.
Because I think he.
Well, it has a different count.
Well, its counter thing is any attack. Period. Whereas the other things trigger specifically on physical attacks, and those don't count as physical attacks. As far as I can tell, because as you said, darkness doesn't either.
I guess I'll fly.
We'll come
I hate
back to
this
that.
cave so
I
much.
don't remember if aim triggers it or not.
Pretty sure by the time I'm fighting behemoths, her arrow using days are behind her.
No, I meant the hedgehogs you're fighting.
Ah, gotcha. Alright. So, before I trigger going to the tower.
Oh man, now I'm thinking about the stupid hedgehogs I'm gonna have to be fighting tomorrow.
I hate that hedgehog.
Oh, that's right, y'all are doing Sonic CD. You have fun with that. I will
Oh,
not take part.
yeah, fun is not necessarily gonna be had.
Yeah, it doesn't sound pleasant to me.
Just be
I should
entertaining enough for
probably
YouTube. Sonic
Do
does pretty
one
good.
playthrough of it before.
Whose idea was it to play it?
Whose idea do you think?
I don't know. Somebody suggested it during our last Sonic race, and I put it on the schedule.
I'm only fake complaining. I did a playthrough of it, and it wasn't terrible. It's just not. It's an interesting direction for the Sonic games to be going. That's for sure.
You see what I was talking about with it, though, where they tried to make it exploration based, except you can still just hold right to win, basically.
Yeah, but like, why would you make an exploration-based Sonic? Well, this is getting an advanced talk for tomorrow. We don't need to be there. I'm still cursing the hedgehogs in this game.
Dan, I got a cat claw as a random drop. Nice.
Oh, branching paths. It's gonna be the farther one. Ah, goddammit.
Branching paths is going to be the further one. Further one, it's going to be the further one. Well, that's a cool effect, like the, God dang it.
What is it? Was it a cool but deadly effect?
No, I ended up getting another stupid curl, whatever you want to call these stupid things. How does Talon not have Quake? It's so annoying that he doesn't have Quake.
I mean, he would be able to cast it like once.
Twice, it's 40.
Bio is
Apparently-
like his bread and butter at this point in the game.
Is Bio
Oh, well,
virus?
that ain't
Am I
did
not
nothing.
casting? Yes, that's virus.
That was a really good spell.
Yeah, I'm totally not casting Bio because I didn't realize it was virus.
All right, ladies, look, I brought you back your national treasure, and now I'm going to betray you, like the Dark Knight I still am.
Just to get a safe spot here in a minute. No, the in the magnet cave, the little shimmering effect on the walls.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Like that looks really
I
good.
forgot to check to see if that goes away after the magnet goes away. I don't think it did. I think it keeps keeps the shimmering effect. I don't think they thought like that's the magnetic whatever.
No, I thought it went away after it.
Did it go away? I forgot to make a note of it.
Too bad
Alright,
we
what do
don't
we got?
have our resident science professor to explain how shimmeriness and magnets correlate.
Oh
Yeah.
God, If Raz was here, I'd be asking him all magnet questions all night. It would be great. I just got to make a note of that for the next time I'm in a competitive race against him to have him explain magnets.
Oh, that's what I did. Just ask him a science question. He'll get distracted and fall
I
in the
know.
pit while he's on a snowboard or Mega Man.
It's one of my favorite highlights.
It doesn't always work. I mean, I asked him his favorite flavor of
He's gotten wise to the
quartz,
trick.
and he got wise to it. Yeah.
You just gotta sneak up on it. Like, you gotta start talking tangentially related to it.
Anyway.
Wow, y'all just talked all over each other.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that from any of y'all.
All right, so is that everything in
Go ahead,
Trollria?
Face.
Buttface, what do you want to say?
No. Go ahead, Blau.
So now
Damn
these
it, stop
guys
being
gonna talk.
Canadian. Go ahead.
I was just thinking you gotta sneak up on the topic of conversation, like get tangentially related to it, and then he just slip it in there and let him start going.
Sounds dirty.
Said was my question that I posed to him was very contrived and bad, but he fell for it anyway.
He wasn't expecting it.
No one expects the Science Inquisition.
I do like if you're at this point in the game and you're like, oh crap, if I get on my airship, I'm gonna go to this thing. But you can still get to most, maybe all of the world map on a Black Chocobo. I think you can.
It just takes a long time.
It just takes fucking forever. But yeah,
Yeah.
so you can still technically go do things. But I think
So
I'm good to go.
They're cat
Wow, the
cheese
Black
in this one.
Chocobo is so slow in this version.
Yeah, it is really slow.
But you
It's
get to hear
super
the
fast.
whole song that way.
All right. Roses got float. All I got
Roses are red,
wall.
Rydias are green. It's the first cave battle.
This is not red in this palette.
Wait,
I
actually,
know,
can
but
you
it just fit. Goth Queen Rosa, which is my second favorite Rosa to Wonder Woman Rosa is. I don't know. I might like Goth Queen Rosa more than I do Wonder Woman Rosa. It's tough.
A lot of Rose's palettes are really good.
Yeah, the one she had the other day,
The blue one.
I get the yeah, I guess it's the Shala one or whatever. That one was awesome.
Oh, you can leave the tower. You just can't use your airship for anything else, I don't think.
Correct. As soon as you get on the airship, back up you go.
Oof, ow, oof.
This
Into the
Blood Lance is
stratosphere
really
where
doing some
apparently...
work.
So is the implication that the Tower of Zot is like the flying fortress from the first game?
I just think they don't ever address it. Period. Like I think it's just a nebulous tower that's not anywhere on the actual.
It has always bothered me, and it will continue
Yeah.
to bother me.
Oh no, me too. So I made a on the old Biscuit Punch server, Minecraft server on Talking Time. I made I built a tower on it from the bedrock all the way to the server cap, the server height cap,
Nice.
and dug the whole thing out and called it the Tower of Bob Hill.
Ah,
Oh,
That as well.
boo.
Yeah,
I also
I mean, I'm
did-
Bob. It worked.
I thought you were the guy who hates puns.
It wasn't a pun. That was a nickname because it was my tower. That was a
Wordplays and
reference,
puns
not a-
are
that was a
just
I did
splitting
make puns.
hairs.
Puns are the lowest form of human. But that was an homage, Buttface, not a pun. There's a difference. Get it right.
a pun
Mm.
can be an homage.
Like I said,
Not
it's
all
splitting hairs
puns.
between puns and wordplay there.
That was wordplay. It was not a pun.
I mean, what is a pun other than clever wordplay?
There's nothing clever about a pun. Puns are the
Bob's
puns
trying
are the
to justify
antithesis
his
of
use.
clever.
Speaking with a Homestuck troll here, he's got a weird speaking quirk.
it's bargain bin Astos, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, I gotta give Cecil the defender.
Ow! Oof! Ow! Oof! Oof! Ow! Oof! Stop that! Dead! Just fucking died! Just one-shotted! Oofa
Yeah, I'm
doofa.
almost- Ugh. When did I get a gold hairpin?
You found it in
Yeah, that
Rydia's
fight-
house.
That fight you just died in, Buttface, it ends instantly if you equip metal on everybody.
Yeah, but it's more fun to watch you take a bunch of magic spells to the beak.
I've seen it enough times in my life.
Through the power of music.
All right, Rosa learned to reflect. It's time to go pay Azura a visit.
Yeah, this guy's already going to land and summon monsters. I'm still dinking around the Tower of Zot.
I'm not even at Zaw. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Blower, you're not still. Damn it, Blow must be stuck.
Ah, damn it. That counts as metal. I may have to run from this fight.
Monsters! Ooh, it's a
No,
fire
I can
hound.
kill him.
Wait, here, let's switch out my.
Why the hell would the power armlet count as metal? That's just shit. Oh, that is a cool. That mind blast thing is a cool effect.
Oh, cool, not actually throwing in the,
Blower, are you still fighting Barbarisha?
I think we
No.
lost him. Oh no, he's there. He is.
I'm in the Tower of Battle.
I mean, I refreshed your stream and you're stuck on Barbarisha.
That's
Oh, it
weird.
says I'm
'cause
dropping
I
a
haven't
shitload of
dropped any
frames.
frames.
Oh no, I dropped 49 frames. I thought that said 49%. No, just 49 frames total.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm watching you spin and you're stuck on Barbarisha, and I told it to refresh the page, so.
Twitchy may be twitching.
Damn it. What's oh, that's Charm Claw, isn't it? Fairy Claw.
Yeah, Fairy Claw.
I see
Yeah.
that on my own.
Why does it? Man, that puts his attack.
oh, that, yeah, that didn't do, that did
It
jack
doesn't
shit.
really make a big difference. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Yang miss because of using the Fairy Claw.
Well, but missing entirely and getting all his hits are two different things.
Eh.
Because this still
Ruin
works off the old. This still works off like the old multiple hit system.
True.
Oofa doofa doofa.
Yeah, I'll give old Squishy Tella the Ruin Armlet. Why not?
You know.
Man, getting those mute arrows has been made a huge difference in this cave. Yo, I'm at my inventory limit.
Wait, there's an inventory limit?
I assume I am. I mean, I'm at the end of the inventory. Can you not just auto sort? I mean, I assume
There
I'm
we
at
go,
the end of
that's kicking my ass the correct amount.
Okay. Purple blob monsters just killed my fucking Squishy Mage. I'm not happy about
Man.
that.
Edge, Mage Masher, Azura, 7,000 damage.
Nice.
Woo.
Listen to this motherfucker fighting Ashra already.
Oh, and she's dead.
I enjoy the Golbez clad in darkness hooks that they put in the tower themes. Always fun.
Alright, time to go save and then kill Leviathan.
Ow, oof.
Alright, I believe that is as good as hammers get for Sid.
Earthhammer is, yeah.
Yeah, the Gaia hammer. Does it do a
Yeah, that's
thing?
the Earthhammer.
Get and be deaded.
Be dead. Dead.
Yeah, you can cast friggin' Quake with it though, so that's fun.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, so who did row? I wonder if casting Quake with him is going to be better than. He's got like no magic though. I forget if that affects spellcasting items in this game or not. Oh wow, yeah, that's good crowd control. Arg.
I got the thing.
Did you get the thing?
I got the thing from the place with the stuff. And now I'm
Quit
going to
running
teleport
into
out.
this. Lord. I would actually take the damn bats because I can kill them faster. Like I've run into like maybe 2 of the bats, whereas in vanilla you run into nothing but bats. Like I don't even remember these other enemies being in this damn dungeon.
Oh no, Sid can get like a tomahawk or something later, but that's definitely his best.
Well, I mean he gets the axes, but that's his best hammer.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, he can. That's not his. It's not the strongest thing he can equip. Like that'd probably be the Artemis bow, technically speaking. But as far as an axe, it'd be what the poison axe.
I don't know. Axes have such low accuracy though.
I don't want to turn on notification. Twitch.
Which twitching?
Twitch.
Okay.
No, Red's probably gonna race it, I guess. So there gonna be at least 3 people playing Sonic, because me and Dan sure as fuck aren't gonna be playing Sonic.
Oh, come on, Bob. Join us one of these days.
No. You don't even want me to attempt a Sonic game.
It can't be any worse than Donkey Kong Country.
If I'm gonna have
it
Sid
can.
cast Quake, I might just throw his ass back in the back row.
I got your shit.
I got your shit. I command your effort, but your excursion ends here. You will never get the crystal. Or is it more a macho? Or is it more like a... Would you do that if it was much amazing? Oh yeah, I oh no, it's yeah, you can do it. Defeat me with the weapon here. Weapon here. See about that.
Right, so now I have permission to go to the place with the thing.
Quake. I mean, Quake is kind of pointless when I'm just one-shotting everything
yeah.
else.
Oh wow, he just 999. Okay, fine. Just bouncing nines me. I mean, I know it's scripted. Oh, that's such a cool background for this end. Like the way they rendered the cubes for the background for the floor. That's awesome.
Oh, cool. Those things are weak to Quake.
Oh, son of a bitch! Are you telling me I never went and fought Edward? I never went and talked to. God, fuck me.
Ah,
Even
Bob
said
didn't
that.
talk to.
I even said that. I was like, oh yeah, I have to talk to Edward.
It never occurred to me to not talk to Edward until I played Free Enterprise. So,
Woo, that's fun.
oh, that's such son of a bitch. What a fucking
Good job.
waste.
Oh man, I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Bob.
So is the
now
thing
you
that
need to
just
say-
happened
now
is you
you
got to
need-
the
now you
bottom
need
of the
to not
cave,
only,
but you didn't talk to the
ma-
NPC, so now he didn't play his loot,
Yeah.
so now you can't do the boss?
Right now you know. Now you
Oh.
not only need to. Now you not only need to make sure that you always save. You apparently always need like 40 safety saves.
I mean, I always just save and then just click down and take the next save slot.
Only one save slot. Live the dangerous life. Commit to your mistakes.
It's spoken like someone who's never played Fallout.
Yeah, really. Fallout, you're required by law to have 40,000 saves.
Hey, Bob, this is the reason why I told you I don't think I should ever host.
Oh,
Are you talking about the stream issues? Yeah, you're fine, Blah Major. We were literally all that started that was just trying to facilitate you getting to play that night if there were people. So
I forget the trick on the Mega Sisters, like completely.
Kill the middle one first. She heals the other two, so you got to kill her, and she's also the one. She's also the one that does the Delta attack.
Right, this is where you is.
That's where you is, fool. Alright, I need to sell some shit.
Poison Axe, I'll never use that.
Not dropping frames, but it says encoding overloaded.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
really
like,
understand
you're
that.
frozen.
Oh, I'm not.
He's been going
Although you
robotic
should
on
still
me.
be able to see those fans animate.
Yeah, he can't even. Yeah, well, he can't even get a full sentence out now.
To the
He's
rod
break-
of change, a rod of change.
Oh, don't confuse my magey guy. Ella, how dare you?
How dare you?
He cast break on himself, and since he did it to himself, that means I can never heal him, right?
Right, he's permanently stoned.
Unless you have
Yeah,
a
that's-
remedy or a gold needle.
No, I'm making a plot joke.
Oh.
They flat say that in original translations because they did it willingly. They can't be healed, and then
How do they
they're
say that in
just-
this version?
Oh, do they? And then
Yeah.
Jiggery Pokery, the sage, magically heals him somehow or another. But
Yeah.
he uses his like weird space Jesus power, monk space Jesus powers
remember
or
the-
something. But
I remember the Mega Sisters giving me a lot more trouble in that as a kid.
All right, Crystal get, town explored, castle explored, grabbed the crap from underneath castle. Now where to?
I don't know.
Ah, airship. Ah, cutscene. Cutscene's happening.
Oh, it's like couldn't remember which part of the game you were at for a second.
Time for the worst dungeon in the game.
You already did the Magnet Cave.
that's not the worst dungeon in the game.
I also completely forgot to re-equip my party, so this could be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, you could just do it now, but
Yes,
can
but I
also
just
eat.
realized that I cutscened into an area and I was like, oh no, what if
Well,
there's
but
a...
you can leave that. But you can leave that area. You just can't jump back on the airship.
Okay, everything's back in order.
Yes,
I
we
go
have an
busy.
airship, Edward. We literally just fucking told you we have an airship. Oh, does that mean you have an airship? Fuck you, Edward.
Do you say you have an airship, or does he just say you have an Enterprise, which he then assumes is an airship because you have an
No,
airship guy with you?
It's very clear that you'll rise above us on the airship. Like, it's very clear that he's talking about an airship. Like, there's no question. You'd have to be a complete fucking moron to not realize he's talking about a fucking airship.
So you'd have to be Edward.
I have to interrupt this rant to just point out that Golbez's smart-ass line here. Now hand over Rosa. Rosa? Whomever are you talking about? You coy bastard.
There we go.
Golbez calls him a dotard. I love it. Ignorant dotard. Alright, Tell's gonna have his 15 minutes of fame now.
I'll be right back.
Tella's the only permadeath. Like, when Tella dies, Tella fucking dies. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
nope, I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, Anna permadies.
Well, yeah, but Anna's not a party member.
Yes, Tella's the only party member that permadies.
Oh no, that's a problem.
I know
must
you're a problem.
cast Meteor. No. Witness my ultimate spell.
It just doesn't sound as cool when it's not Meteo. I'm sorry.
I did like Meteor.
Nuke is better than Flare. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it.
I did like Nuke.
Flare is a dumb name. Nuke is a better name.
I also liked Atma weapon better than Ultima weapon.
I do too, in a large way. Yeah.
Nuke implies odd things about the world, though.
I mean, they're casting magic, so why couldn't they cast magic that literally splits an atom onto somebody's face?
Yeah. It's.
But that
it's-
that
it's
implies
better.
that they
It just makes the fuck out
understand
of it.
like the atomic makeup of the world, which maybe they do. Maybe that's how the magic is
It's
done.
It's magic, man. It can be. Read a Brandon Sanderson book, man. You can make it as technical as you want it to, and it still works.
And I also like the original spell animation. Very much looked like something being nuked. Like it's all this energy being pulled in and then exploding out. Like
Absolutely.
I could buy that. That's magical nuclear arms.
I'm not disagreeing that it can work. I'm just saying it does imply things that are a little outside of the scope of the rest of the game it explores.
You sure about that? Because it doesn't establish the Lunarians are pretty fucking high tech, and
Let's pretend I don't know. Let's just
have you
pretend I
actually
don't know that
beaten
we
this
go to
game?
the moon in this game.
have you actually beaten this game?
I've never played this game.
So yeah, I don't think you're right on that. I don't just like if you give the technology the Lunarians have, it's pretty believable that they could they could deconstruct matter that way. I mean, we teleport for one thing.
I'm pretty sure we teleportal.
It doesn't establish that. It could
Ah, shit.
break us down.
Shit.
It could break us down into molecules and use some kind of Mass Effect thing to move us from place to place.
Hey, it's a different Bob in the chat. Yeah, Blau Major's having some technical
Hey Bob,
issues.
what's up, man? I hadn't seen you in a long time.
Oh yeah,
See,
I've
he's Bob.
refreshed.
Bob is literally Bob the younger because he is younger than me. So
No, Blau has been refreshed many times, and he has not come back.
yeah.
Yep. Blau is just there. He's here in spirit.
Is he still
I
in
haven't talked
chat?
to Bob in a long time. I like Bob.
I don't know if Blau's actually still in chat or not.
Well, he couldn't.
His
he was
DNF
breaking-
alarm is coming up.
Yeah, and he was breaking up really bad earlier too. So
I'm back.
there he
Hey.
is. Hey,
Hey, speak of the devil.
Speak of the
Kane's like-
blue magical devil.
Run, Kane, run!
Do you have DNF alarm tonight, Blau?
I do.
Okay.
Though curiously, neither me nor Bob are actually Bob. So there you go. Neither of us are Bobs or Roberts.
Why do I keep doing that? Ugh.
Not even my middle name. My middle name is Marcus.
I need a new router.
I need to do the same thing. I really need to break down and invest in another one.
I need one like next paycheck.
I mean, you're only talking like $200. It's not that much money, but I just don't.
If I get a chance to have this party in the menu, or if it just jumps me straight to the next battle.
Like, I can't get into this one for port forwarding and all that other stuff. There's a lot of reasons I really do need another one, but
Oh, it does let me have them for like a second. All right, so
you can has.
I can has. Ooh,
The
that
stream
Bloodlance is up.
Should be going. I'm still getting this encoding overloaded message, but
Your stream is, I
weird.
mean, I'm seeing, I think you're in what? Upper Babel now?
yes,
Yeah,
No,
you're
lower, lower.
Back. Oh, okay.
He's in the lower intestine, not the upper GI.
Cecil is just destroying everything with the Avenger.
I don't even know where you get an Avenger in vanilla. I've never used one in vanilla.
It's in the bottom of the Sylph Cave.
Is that the only one in the game?
Yep.
God, you are such garbage.
Neat cloud effect on Barbarisha here.
Marisha.
Alright. Alright. Kane, jump.
Yup. This game is a lot faster when I'm not picking up treasure chests.
We're just gonna sit. You missed, Kane.
You missed.
Oh,
Kane,
maybe
you
it
have one
always
job.
misses. Maybe it always misses. Does it always miss when you do that? It still broke up or spin.
Yeah, it'll still break your spin up if you're using the jump. Yeah, even if he misses, it'll still trigger the
He's
spin
missing
effect.
like crazy. For some reason, I thought did Blau not just say that using jump
I don't.
ignored
If he's
that?
got the drain spear and he's full health, I don't think it hits.
Oh, is that how it works?
It never
I-
does when I use it anyway.
I
Like
don't
it-
believe
it-
that's correct.
Well, every time I've ever used it in FE, it will not hit if I'm full health. It'll just miss every
Oh.
time over and over ad nauseum.
Hate to tell you, Bob, but this is not free enterprise.
I hate to tell you, Blau, I think it probably works around the same way, but
Whatever. I'm using the wind spear.
yeah.
Violent winds inhibit regular attacks. Only jumps will work. I'm pretty sure I just smacked her, but okay.
So you're missing with a wind spear, not the blood spear?
I was missing with the blood spear.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, with
malarious
Barbarisha, though,
check.
With Barbarisha, I have no clue. She's the pain in the ass no matter when you fight her. Get plenty of levels.
See, I just hit with the blood spear at full health.
Alright, maybe they changed it then. Fair enough.
It just
Because
has a
you-
really
because
abysmal
it is.
accuracy.
I don't think it's useful, so I never use it.
I could have sworn jumping fixed the accuracy, but he's missed twice in a row with it, so whatever.
Well, I wasn't missing until you said that you were missing.
So you jinxed Blau, in other words. It's your fault, McLean.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, we'll show this to you. Yeah. You here, yeah. You never get the first. Oh no. Beat me with those movements.
I think I might just have higher accuracy when he's not at full health.
Ah.
That's possible.
Actually, I would say that's probably even likely. Yes, yeah. Well, that's everybody dead.
Dead.
Jug. Faceplant. If only I could use my sword.
Her splat.
Wouldn't really matter. Best sword I got right now is.
Legend sword.
Yeah,
It's
no, well,
usually-
best sword I've got right now is the sleep sword. But
I know what I'm saying is the legend sword is
Oof, oof,
it hits
oof,
harder.
oof.
hey, here's another one, Edward. Hey guys, that heart? Could you hand it to me? You know, I'm kind of hurt. Could you hand me that heart? It'd take you 2 seconds. It's 2 steps, and I won't have to crawl out of this bed and faceplant and knock you off, and take a 10-minute cutscene. Hey, just hand me that heart, please, okay?
Guys, can you hand me my heart, please? I have
Yeah.
to save my friends.
Yes, please. You can hand me my heart. Yes, please. Yeah.
Man.
no!
So, Dan, does your
It's my heart. No!
does your hardware expertise extend to routers and modems and stuff?
Yes.
Can you please send me a link to a good router?
Yes. I can do that
Thank
for
you.
you.
And with that, this is where my story ends for tonight.
Good night, Blau. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Good
thanks
night,
a lot,
Blau.
Man. Sorry about your trouble.
It's all good.
I like that it's all string. What is this? Is this gorgeous? Ew.
My life.
Plot twist. There's more crystals.
Look at the stream just in time to see
Wait, there's more
chicken
crystals than
sandwich on
just
my
the
stream.
one?
The fuck you say?
Alright,
What's
I'm
that? What's that, Blow?
out. I said I'd look back at the stream just in time to see a chicken sandwich on my stream.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm out. Later.
Good night.
See you, man.
Good night.
Oh, I could give him a reserve sound. Yeah, he can have that.
Rip Demon Wall.
Power armor's not very good. Magic evasion's down, regular defense is down, and magic defense is down. It does do strength +5 though.
Which one's that?
The power armlet.
It's good for Yang, isn't it?
I mean, I've got it on Yang. The power shirt's the better thing, but let's put that fairy claw on him. See if it affects his attack any. I mean, that's a pretty good amount of freaking damage right there. Is he weak to anything in particular?
Who?
I don't remember. Dark Elf, I mean, other than Holy.
No. Holy Sword, I think, is your best. I
You
mean,
can
that's-
use Tornado on the dragon, I think.
I mean, Yang's doing 400 plus damage on him a hit, so. Yeah, Lazara
Berserk
doesn't
Cecil will
hurt him.
hit him for like 1700 or something ridiculous.
Oh, Cecil's only doing like 200 damage with the Slumber Sword. I mean, Legend Sword would probably be better because it hit the racial weakness.
Yep.
Can I not? Really, I can't re-equip in the middle of battle in this
Yes,
version?
you can. You have to hit the Y button. I don't know why they make it like that, but yes.
Why do they make you hit Y?
Why ask why?
Why oh why did he swallow that fly?
Dry Bud Dry?
Oh yeah, that did him 1200. That did like 12. That did like 1200.
Remember dry beer? What the fuck?
Yeah, I do.
Mercy.
Have mercy.
No back attack. Nope. Nope.
wanna do
Nope.
anything
Nope.
He's
Nope.
doing like, he's doing 13. He did 1400 damage on that one with the
Oh,
Legend Sword.
nope. Nope. Ain't having that.
Yeah, the white arrow was a good one to put back on it instead of mute too. Or the,
Golbez is singing Michael McDonald to Kane because you belong to me.
see, I think more dude. I don't know, for some,
Sorry,
Wait.
Bob.
no, I think I was about to misspeak. I was like, wait, was Michael McDonald in Doobie Brothers?
Yes.
I thought he was. Because I was just because it came to mind. I was like, I could have sworn he was Doobie Brothers, and then I
He
was
was,
like,
in,
thinking
he
of
was in a
Blackwater.
lot of things.
Oh, Blackwater, keep on.
Blackwater was
rolling.
pre-Michael McDonald.
Ah, gotcha.
All right. The magma key is pretty cool looking. That was fun.
You got something called the Earth crystal. Whatever the fuck Earth is.
They come from a planet. I think it's called Earth. I really do need to go and watch Lilo and Stitch one more time.
I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest with you. I've seen pieces of it, but I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie.
I call shenanigans.
It's one of the better late 2D Disney animateds.
Yeah, it's pretty well regarded. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've watched at least parts of it with my niece and nephews, but I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie.
Hey, there's tanks and airships shooting at each other. What should we do? I'll just hover in between them. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Well, now this is gonna go poorly, I'm sure.
That's a cool scene, though.
Also, come 11 o'clock, I'm going to turn into a pumpkin because I got to get up in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta be up at 5:15, so I'm gonna quit here in a minute.
Yeah.
I can go to 10, I guess, if Dan's gonna go to... That's 11 for him, so I can do that.
I'm probably
It's
going
only
to call
30
it once I get to the
minutes.
next stopping point here.
Honestly, is that I'm ready to get the lunar whale, and that's probably a good stopping point.
You're all
Well,
that's standing
yeah.
between me and playing Final Fantasy 1 and watching Taskmaster New Zealand Season 2.
Only part I understood of that was Final Fantasy 1.
Oh, Bob, you need to get on the Taskmaster train.
I'm not
Taskmaster's
familiar with
pretty-
it.
It's a pretty fun comedy show out of England originally.
Okay. I mean, I like British humor, so...
It's all on YouTube, or at least a lot of it is.
Most of it is, yes. It's contestants being tasked to do absurdist nonsense. Yeah, that Reflect definitely was a bad choice there. Like, the show always starts off with a prize task where contestants bring in the most useless gift for your enemy was, I think, one of them. Or bring in the best blue thing, and then are judged by the Taskmaster and awarded 1 to 5 points based off of that. And then from there, it goes into absurdist nonsense. Oh, god damn it, you raised. Things like... Oh, what was one of them? Like, they find a letter on a table, and if they open it after their time starts after the host leaves, being like, oh hey, I just need to go and grab something from the other room, I left my timer there. And if they read the task, it's first person to leave the room, or fastest to leave wins. Your time starts once the host leaves the room. But they have to actually, like, break protocol and open the letter before the host gets back and be like, wait, is this part of the task? And in the room are a bunch of things that are like leaves or leaflets or like the letters that spell out leave. Or a bunch of things that are left-handed, and it's like, oh yeah, the clues are all there, but... Yeah, these guys are just raising themselves, so I probably am going to have to get them all down at the same time, which is not something I'm good at.
I might be out on the absurdism part, because I usually don't do well with absurdist stuff.
It's
Just the...
It's more like, think like Whose Line Is It Anyway, except with like physical tasks that they have to do.
Gotcha. Okay, it might be something I could watch then.
Whose Line Is It is a good base.
I usually am not as big on improv though. I usually like more structured stuff. So it's just a bit...
But it's not like comedians trying to do like
Not doing
improv. It is a task-based show. There are
Yeah.
clear concrete goals that they are all trying to achieve.
The comedy is almost entirely shit talking at each other.
Okay, I could see that. See, like I can't do what's the name of that show? That everybody loves so much, Impractical Jokers. Like I can't deal with that. That show drives me insane.
According to our ancient Mysidian documents, there is a crystal inside the ship that allows navigation between here and the moon.
Man, I mean, Globs really is a shit talker, man. He really is just so. It's like, in time, Cecil, you have done better than even I expected. You will in time come to appreciate my benevolence. Yeah, he's like, what benevolence, motherfucker?
Golbez is one of the best villains. I love him.
He really is.
All right. I think I'm going to call it quits.
All right,
Well, let
man.
me get to him.
I'll wait for McLean to.
Yeah, let me get to a save point because
Yeah,
I
I'll
just
let
started
you-
Zot, so I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not far from a save point.
You know, if you. All right, I'll wait for that. In the meantime, I can go get Rat Tail. And
I literally just hit the save point, so yeah, I'm gonna bow out here.
All right, have a good night, Buttface.
I just
No
wanna get-
problem,
yeah, I just
guys.
got a couple
It's
floors.
always
Yeah,
fun
have a
hanging
good-
out with you, and who all's gonna be here? Bob and Dan for tomorrow for the nonsense that Blau's running us through.
Yeah, we believe Blau and Red are going to be the other two racers.
Alrighty. Well, I will see you guys. McLean, if you happen to be around, I'll see you as well.
Might be in the chat, but you
And,
probably won't hear me.
Maybe Lord Enigma, usually. Maybe Bob. I see other Bob in the chat. Bob Prime.
Well, I'm the older Bob, but yeah, he kind of is Bob Prime. I won't even dispute that.
I can't land there.
I mean, very specifically, I am Bob the Elder. So
I mean,
Wait, you
yeah, I
can't-
guess so. But I mean, like with a name like Bob, it's hard to argue.
For
Right.
Christ's sake, I'm trying to put down the stupid.
but regardless, Buttface, we always love you know we always love to have you. So
And I always love being here. So I'm ending my stream and I'm dipping out of the voice chat. Good night, guys.
All right.
all right, man, you have a good one.